This is the end of the line. Hello, welcome to the final day of play. It's day 5. I am Box Kimchi. This is the Kimchi Cast, and we got the final 2 games of the playing stage for the World Championships 2024. And we got some, not doozies, but some stories coming in. We got Pain Gaming in R7, the 5th time the LLA or LR at the time LRN, LRS will face off against CBLOL. The score, a lot to 1. Let's put it that way. There has been 1 win in games, not even matches. 1 game win for Latin America. It was Lion Gaming way back in 2016 at the International Wildcard Tournament. Otherwise, it was a 3-0 at the International Wildcard Tournament, 5-0 at the International Wildcard Tournament, and 1-0 for the Red Cannons over Infinity at 2021 Worlds. And then we got PSG Talon and 100 Thieves. The last ride for 3 of these regions. And 1 of them are going home at least. The loser of this first match, Rainbow 7 Pain Gaming, will shelve their region as we know it forever. The winner will advance to survive. Upwards of 2 of these regions are going home. Brazil, Latin America, and the APAC are changing forever. And this is a grudge match. Latin America is still yet to make a group stage at Worlds or even a Swiss stage. They never made it out. The closest they got, 2016, 3-2 loss when this same exact team under different with a different owner or sponsor or something. It's kind of complicated, but Lions Gaming back in 2016 dropped Game 5 to Albus Nox Luna in the finals of the qualifying match to Worlds. And now Rainbow 7, they've been back a couple times, but now back 8 years later to grab their final shot. And speaking of grabbing their final shot, Pain Gaming, 8 years ago, I believe it was Team 1 Esports, won the International Wildcard Tournament to send themselves, that same International Wildcard Tournament, actually, to send themselves to the group stage where they got destroyed. And why is there going to be on Jax? This is his comfort pick. I remember this being banned away by PSG in which game was it? Because they mixed up their draft a lot. By that I mean they banned Maokai Sedge in games 2 and 3 because they made a mistake. But Jax usually taken away from him. I believe the Vikings also tried to take it from him. It didn't work out. Pain Gaming 4-1. Rainbow 7 3-2, I believe, at this tournament. As that's Cassante matching for Summit. And R7 are looking pretty weak coming into this one. They got mollywopped by GAM. They had some moments, but they got destroyed by GAM in their qualifying match. As that is going to be Poppy locked in for either Lions or Odie. It's probably going to be, I want to say it's Lions, but you never know. And is Titan going to go to what he can consider? Oh, my nose. Sorry. Not what he can consider my nose, but what he can consider his best performance of the tournament. Even though they have some really good performances. Like, don't even get me wrong. Oh, they're 3-2 as well. I actually lied. I can't count. Nami Lucian, game number 1 versus PSG. This guy went like 7-1-8 and just was the man on the Rift. And with the final spot for the Swiss stage on the line would be huge for him to pop off in game 1 and give Pain Gaming 2 shots to make it. Syndra locked in for Kana. Keen? One of the 2 or 3. Syndra is good. Like, a lot of teams want to keep picking her. She's very strong. We haven't seen the responses yet. I will say that. We have not seen the responses with bans. Sejuani finally taken away from Weiser. feels a little delayed. Usually you take that champ away super early from Carioca. From him, you remember Maokai, Sedge pretty much permabans against these guys anywhere they go. Carioca, you give him a reason to get aggressive, he'll do it and just run your team down. Nautilus taken away. They think this is a jungle for Odie. And Kalista going to be taken away from Seo. So how do R7 want to approach this? I'm assuming they're going to take their ADC first, take the support after, if this is a jungle Poppy. Because honestly, they shouldn't be feeling a squeeze. This is a Rakan and they can't steal it. If they want to go Xayah Rakan, they cannot take it from them. Otherwise, if they want to put this Poppy into the Lucian and just make him have a bad time, also an option. Jungle mid, the new or the priorities for Pain Gaming. What do they want into this Syndra and potential Poppy? And we saw this matchup once. It was Maple taking it. And didn't work. Actually, no, it did work out for PSG. That was game 2, wasn't it? That was game 2, because we played well that game. So Ari has the win this year in this matchup, and there's the other champion that you pretty much can never give to Carioca. The Maokai going to be locked in for the Pain Gaming jungler, and I know this is just a hover, but every time I see it now, I'm going to be like, ah, crap, it's the SoftBank Hawks. That pick was so bad. Oh my goodness. That Rek'Sai pick was a question mark. And it is going to be the Rakan, obviously. Lions played a lot of Rakan over his career, so. Just. I was listening, I was going to see if they had the actual numbers, because I do not. But both of these teams have pretty much drafted their style. I'm pretty sure most of these, except for Curry. Curry's not really known for Nami, but I mean, Carioca known for Maokai. Jinkedo is, I don't know if he's really known for his Ari anymore, but I always kind of remember him back when I started getting into back into competitive league and the end times of 2020 and 2021. I remember a lot of Ari coming out from Jinkedo specifically. Wiser, obviously. I mean, Jackson Nar, baby. Jackson Nar and Cassante. So Pain Gaming have drafted a pretty comfortable comp for themselves. Kana has had, he's played Syndra. I believe he's played Syndra this tournament. I should know this. I cannot remember Rainbow Seven's games, sadly. They were 2 days ago. Oh, not the set. Win, please. These fans are, they believe. A lot of the Pain Gaming fans are here and out in force as well. They fully believe that this team has got a missing Wicked. Wow, that is a long callback to a long gone time of League of Legends. But game 1 on the line. Or game 1 starting now. CBLOL, LLA, the final ride for one of these regions begins now. And Wiser just gonna get some early damage onto Summit. They can't really do anything. Summit flashing the freak, he was barely on the team. He was a sub at the time. But whatever. Just whatever. Do you know no aggressive psycho plays coming out here from either side? Would be really cool. Kano gonna try and grab some of that early damage as R7 is fallen 2 positions and Pain Gaming have literally not moved, actually, I believe. No, they've moved on. They've climbed up since the start of the tournament, starting at 52nd. R7, I believe, starting at 54th or so. No. They were 52nd. Pain Gaming haven't moved, yeah. And this one not going to cause that much of a swing. These regions are pretty much the 2 lowest ranked regions as of now. Tan going to continue to be very aggressive here. Sayo doesn't have the feather pullback, so you can land these Qs in and the Lightbringer autos. It's going to be very dangerous for R7 to keep checking these as the Lions already so low. The ton is just going to keep getting healed up here. Already forcing out some early potions, which is always great. Corey can even throw in some poke of his own. Ah, biscuits. These are going to change, man. Biscuits, they've ruined them for, like, most champions. Hannah, going to start stacking up the splinters. Super important. After 40, every 20, get you an upgrade to your spells. And then 120, you just gain 15 AP. 15% AP for the rest of the game. You gain half a death cap worth of stats. And then you can buy a death cap. Like, it's crazy. Super, super crazy. Still, Wiser is bullying Summit. He's Cassante. Like, he is playing Cassante, and Wiser just gonna shove his wave in, but the root lands on the Titan. The airborne will follow. The ignite goes down, but Sayo's still able to trade it back. But barrier and heal forced out of Pain Gaming. Now Odie's down here unspotted. Can they punish? But the thing about this is Titan did not burn his flash. Kuri didn't really have a reason to flash at all. So with flash available for Dissolution, it's significantly harder to go for a play here. Because even if Odie gets everything, he can just flashy out of the Steadfast Presence, unless he lands stun, which is a completely different thing. But they were expecting something, given that Lions walked away. But now Titan going to go forwards. Sayo going to continue to just throw down these, not the Blade Caller, a different champion. Throws down the double daggers. That is what it's called. Why is it called that? What are you coming down to hover? Lions going to go for a little bit. Not going to happen. R7 going to just give this over. Now Titan and Kuri have pulled the wave. It's in a good spot for them to reset and come back to. Why is Wiser behind that much? Hold on. It's about even in top lane, but I'm still very confused about it. Kana getting this reset. How is he already back? Oh, they did reset earlier. I keep forgetting they reset way earlier than Titan and Corey did. Sayo and Lions got their resets out so quick, comparatively. Okay. I mean, it's going to be really slow paced. We're not going to see a ton of action in this early. Oh, Titan dropping a minion by accident. Forgot to do it. Carioca can try to get aggressive early here. It's just going to be really difficult. Cassante is going to be pushed in. Sayo's usually going to be pushed in once Titan can try and gain control of this wave of Kuri's aggressiveness. But actually, they've lost control, so there's no play here at all because Odie's down here looking for this early Drake, and all three lanes are losing shove. Well, Pain are not trying to get shove here. Has huge chunks of damage coming out. Holy. Even with the recall, Sayo not going to find anything onto Titan. Odie now mid. Oh. Carioca can't really look for this play either. They're going to have vision. So Carioca actually can go across here, but they don't know Sayo and Lions have reset, and Odie has rotated to topside. Well, now they know, obviously. They know that already, that they are going for the grubs that cleared a ward on it, so it's going to be a Drake trade. Titan down farming in bot lane. They don't need anyone. There's really no threat of a steal. Yeah, there is nothing there. Was INTZ? Team 1 didn't... No, they got knocked down international. Levels pretty even. Should be getting wiser in a minute. Carioca going to land the Q, and it's going to be the auto going through. Sayo gets first. Or Sayo gets first blooded. Is it going to be a double kill for Carioca? Here he has the sapling, but the heal from the Gleaming Quill will come through. But now Kaina's here, actually, for some punish. Carioca doesn't have ulti. Odie has the Keeper's Verdict if he wants to just eject someone. That's Titan trying to throw away the damage, but Odie, flash, E! It is going to be able to pick up Titan for Kaina. Can they get Carioca out? But it's not going to matter. The Q sends Odie forwards. It's a double kill for the mid lane of R7. And this roam pays off. Jinkedo not even here. Timing works so well, but then Rainbow Seven just answer it. No like no qualms about answering this play is kind of great. This dive is perfect because they know that this Xayah has no chance of using any ultimate ability. No invincibility. But why are they resetting in this brush? Why are they resetting there? Did they know that they were coming down? Because they could have just assumed they were. They knew Odie was down here already. Oh. Not something they could play. Then. That's not good. Ooh, things are going. Well, now things are not going well for Jinkedo because his mid laner was just given 2 kills. Things are going well in the bot lane at least, but that is a Luding's companion finish at 9 minutes. So things not looking well for Pain Gaming, to say the least. Putting it nicely. Odie's finished his locket. Building support item. I mean, if I've noticed anything, building support items on a jungler's income is still more efficient than being a support. And now, it's just got to be some patience. Even though that's not actually what you want into a Syndra, but it is waiting for the Lucian to get online, and I don't know what Weiser's doing. Actually, that's a genuine answer. I don't know what's going on in that top lane right now. But Jinkedo is just getting chunked down right now. As there's the ult coming off on the Maokai. Jinkedo goes for the charm, but there's so much shielding already coming through onto Kaina. As there's the unreworked Cassante. Carioca's going to get killed off by Kaina. Odie is just too tanky still. And so much shielding with the Locket and the Rakan. And Lions, oh, there's a nice quickness after to follow up the grand entrance. And Rainbow Seven, this is not what anyone was expecting coming in, as Featherstorm used and ulti trade in bot lane, but it is really Titan versus the world. Titan, what are you doing? That's Flash, but there's the double airbornes coming through, and it's Lions picking up that one. And Titan over, I mean, not even overstaying. He just positions poorly there, resets in the wrong area, wrong part of town. And now Syndra punish. It was going so well, but they have the shield, Guardian on top of it. There's so much shielding on this team, and Carioca's just screwed. And they can't get back into the backlines. Jinkedo is already out of dashes on the Spirit Rush because no takedowns were... They got no takedowns, so Spirit Rush was not going to get any resets. And then how does Lions hit this? They go forwards. They think they can get Kana. They think they can get Kana on the follow-up bubble, but not going to happen. This Syndra is so accelerated. Hasn't even based in a bit. I don't know if already 60 stacks is the right way to phrase it. But look at that. 1,000 gold out of anyone in the game. Titan's lead is just irrelevant now. When's the reset coming through from Kana? That's the question. Because once Kana gets any reset, it's going to be very ugly for in gaming here. Summit is just diffing Wiser right here. Now, not even so now. Drake is up. We aren't seeing any push coming through. And here's something. As there's ulti out from Wiser as well. As there's the combo onto Summit. The all-out going through onto Wiser, but there's the twist, or not the twisted advance. Nature's Grasp coming through, and Jinkedo teleports in. He will pick up the kill in the top lane. And that is value for Pin Gaming. They're going to get something back here. They're going to close up that gap in the top lane a little bit. Grab some platings. Also going to start putting the smallest of dents into that mid lane lead because it is gigantic. As Ana? That's the charm going to connect. That's the twisted advance in. Carioca forced to flash away, and that is a not so great play from R7's mid laner. As I can't see what Kano is going for there. He only got out because he had flash. If he didn't have flash, he's dead. That is a huge shutdown to Wiser or Jinkedo, and that is just not really what you'll want to see. Like, I don't know. Is it Canny? I'm gonna go back to Canny. I don't know. I just always mix them up. Wiser, not gonna be able to break that demolish just by a couple of inches, or I guess seconds. A second. It's Jax with Triforce. Already almost done on another item for this Syndra that is pretty dangerous to get a 2-item Syndra before anyone else is pretty close to finishing half of their second one. As engage on a Summit. He has Q3 here if it's going to connect, and it will. Jitan is here. He's tanking so much damage. But finally, the root will... I mean, force Titan to take, what, one more turret shot that he was going to, but Titan now picks up Summit in the top lane. It will be a trade for this tier 1 turret on top of it in the top lane in exchange for this tier 1 mid. And it is just tier 1 in top lane, but they're going to get a tier 2 as well. They have 3 members pushing in this top turret. They need to be careful because here comes Lions with the quickness. Nice. Sapling plus a punch means that Lions cannot reach the rest of the team. That's 2 items on Cinder. That's Storm Surge. People are going to get executed. They need to... They can't really try and match this Syndra. Oh, he gets the steal. He gets out with his life, as well as Odie going to send him back to the base. But that is tough. Was not expecting that one. Oh my goodness. And Pain Gaming getting some gold back. Getting some advantages back. Sayo gonna get rooted during the calling. But because it's the calling, Sayo can't really afford to keep going there. Titan gonna get rooted during the calling. Yeah, Query's dead. Flash out. I don't think it's gonna work. Good Bramble smash though on Leon's, treating him like a volleyball right there. Wow. Jinkato getting in onto Odie. That's a lot of damage. As there's Nature's Grasp. It's only going to connect onto Odie here. Oh, the chickens. And this whole sequence, kind of crazy. It starts with Corey getting caught out, and it finishes with Pain Gaming chasing Odie into his own jungle to try and kill him. Actually, it started with this. Smites it, and then gets bonked away just in case any follow-up was coming through from R7. And then technically it even extended as Titan got rooted during his ultimate, so they couldn't kill him. And then the disengage, and then Corey and then the whole Corey sequence happened, and now we're here. This Syndra is a bit of a problem. Titan 2 items. Syndra's already at 2.5. Annie is a bit unstoppable. That is a lot of feathers. Rift Herald coming down. The Drake going to be secure. Tidal Wave going to find 3. Karioka's running away from the Unleashed Power. He's running. Rift Herald's going to finish off this tier 1 in mid. As the Scout of the Week going to find the kill on to Karioka. And that's the tank gone for Pain Gaming. And they need to be very careful to not overstep their welcome. Overstay their welcome. There you go. That's English. That's Summit is kind of just staring there, but there's a nice stun off of the quickness. Titan will fall to Sayo. And R7 hold the fight back again. A pair of kills and a dragon. It is Kaney done with his item. Kana done with his item. We'll see. Is this Jover? No, it is not the Void Staff just yet. This Void Staff, this means no one's gonna survive. All of the Merc Treads, meaningless. Gonna be like half down as Summit. Going to be able to get Jinkato's everything, or not even everything, but get a good chunk of Jinkato down for nothing. Rainbow Seven just starting to push up aggressively. They're going to start trying to choke out some resources from Pain Gaming. Not just yet able to do that, but they want to start in this top lane, because if they start in the top lane, they can start pressuring Baron, start threatening the Baron out. This game is still so close. It's only it's not even a 1,000 gold lead. It's 600 to 700 gold lead right now for Pain. For R7, can I read? No, for R7. As helicoptering, Karioka gonna get sent away. The Nature's Grasp only gonna connect onto Odie as well. It is rip. I see the play, doesn't end up happening. That's tough. See the items. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Jinkato has item in base, actually. If he wanted to base. Ow. R7 starting to grab the vision. They don't get any camps out of it or any gold. But the threat of the Baron is always going to be in their favor because they could just lock them down as however they want. I mean, Jinkato's not slouching this game, definitely. But Kaney is just so ahead. Like, he is so far ahead now. 5-0-1. He has Void and Base at this point. This is deadly. Doesn't have the magic boot, the pen boots. Doesn't have Sorks, which just takes out 15 of the 20 Merc Treads armor. Or magic resist, obviously not armor. But still, 40% of that just being erased on top of your base MR being erased. It's just... R7 pretty much are doing true damage to everyone who isn't Maokai. Everyone who isn't Carioca, it's nearing like 100%. Or, well, I guess it's technically... It's getting pretty close to a number that should not be normally achievable. Oh, I mean, Titan is just... What is he supposed to do? He's playing against a Syndra. He's supposed to carry against Syndra as Ana. Going to land the stun on Titan. Can't follow it up. And that's just Squall. It's so easy for Syndra to proc Squall. Because pretty much all of her abilities do just will kill you instantly. Titan is able to step into Summit for most of the time. Like, most of the time he can. As Jinkato not going to land the charm. The Scatter the Weak will connect onto Titan. 100 splinters just hit now, actually. Just going to connect it. That is the Execute at 15% max health. As Grasp goes down, 2 roots connect, but there's no one on the other side. Why is it going to get spotted out? Odie is going to fall eventually. But they're going to get onto Titan, and that is huge for R7. Can they capitalize on it? Weiser's in the back line. He's causing a problem. As there's the all-out from Summit. Carioca trying to get onto Kana. Not going to be able to. Carioca will fall to Sayo. Kana's going to pick up 1. Sayo has a double. It's Weiser all alone. And Rainbow 7 are killing it today. They took down the Thieves earlier, and they say, we'll take down our fellow future rivals in the Americas League again. They took down the team they'll actually share a conference with. They'll take down the team they'll face if they win the playoffs. Or the team they'll have to go through to win playoffs, at least. And it's Baron time. 2,000 gold ahead. This is going to balloon to about 3.5 to 4,000 gold right now. And how did he live? Kane, he lives forever. This guy is immortal. That's freaking immortal. Doesn't even have a Zanya's. Doesn't need it. So this starts with them trying to burst down Odie, and it's very difficult. And then Weiser's spotted, so they're all just going to path away from him. And then with Carioca gone, off on a different part of the fight with Weiser, they know that no one's there to stop Lions from just jumping on Titan and killing him. With Katie, as Pain Gaming, you can see them starting the Drake. And then Carioca trying to get something. This charm just misses. Inches. Game of pixels right there for Jinkato. If he gets Kaney, Pain Gaming might have been able to flip this fight. Obviously would have got a huge amount of gold onto their Ahri. but it just isn't meant to be. It's going to be the tier 2 falling in top lane now. As the base is exposed. The base is going to be open. This is a double stacked wave for Rainbow 7 here. As the gold lead is up to 5,000. And double cannons again. They're going to be able to grab 2 inhib turrets as there's the jump onto Titan. It's going to almost kill him. He's able to get out, but there's Odie coming in with the buckler auto. Not going to come through. Weiser's resetting, but it's already a 5v4 at least. Summit taking his base. He's taking a teleport. Jinkato just gets executed as Kaney. 8-0-4 on this Syndra already. And the first Nexus turret falls. Will the second one follow? They have the helicopter charged up. Weiser gets his engage canceled. The second Nexus turret falls all out. Sayo picks up a 4th kill of the game. And R7 are 1 win away from doing the unthinkable. Latin America on the brink of the main stage. And that is the second game when they'll take off of Brazil ever. And it is the 3rd win of the tournament. This is by far, that's bugged. This is by far the most games LATAM has ever won. By far. This is their 3rd win of the tournament, which LATAM has had a rough history. I believe their best finish in this. Actually, technically, if you count like international wildcard, they've won more, but at Worlds or MSI, the most they can manage is usually 2, and I'm willing to say they have not gone 4-1 in the group stage, or the Swiss stage, or in the play-in stage. And obviously, I don't even think they won a game last year. And so, that was on the back of Kaney. Kaney just got so fed. R7 knew who to feed, and now they are thoroughly rewarded as they have 2 shots to close it out against their regional, I guess inter-regional or intra-regional, one of the two of those is correct. Their inter-regional rivals in CBLOL, and they're 1 win away from history. Will they get the job done, or will Pain Gaming remind the world why they were favored in this match originally? I'll see you in game number 2. Oops. And welcome back. R7, 1 win away from the Swiss stage. 1 win away from their first trip as a region to the main stage. And it didn't even look difficult. Pain Gaming did not have a chance to put up a fight in that first one. It just... R7's free to do whatever they want. They did make the mistake of giving over Syndra. I think Syndra is going to increase in prio as the tournament goes on. Maybe not. I feel like it will, but who honestly knows what's going on? And it's gone. It's gone. Pain Gaming said, nuh-uh. So LeBlanc taken away from Kaney, and now Syndra taken away from Kaney. This is gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be a big dig deep kind of game, but we'll have to see how far they cut this mid pool down, as they're gonna take away Jinkeiro's Oriana, as they're going to Weiser's Jax. It never really got a chance to do anything in the game. It fell behind in lane, and by the time it went to do stuff, Kaney was, he had 15% max health execution. So. Don't see it happening. Gonna be summit locking in Hui for Kaney here. Another mage for this mid laner. And Odie's just gonna go back to the Poppy, it seems. Confident in his ability. He just was a pain in the neck. Even if he didn't get any steadfast presences. I'm messing around my thing here. Hold on. Sorry. It's just gonna be back to the Lucian Nami. It didn't get it much like the rest of Pain Gaming. Didn't really have a chance to shine or show out. because Kenny was just so fed. Like, Talon was doing stuff on the Lucian. It just was too little too late by the time Kenny had a first item at like 8 minutes. And is it going to just be back to the Cassante for R7? This just seems to be more of what worked versus what could have worked for Pain Gaming right now. And it's time to pan out jungles as well, but I think they're confident in how they played game one because they handled the Karaoke Maokai. Like, that is one of his best champions. They're going to once again take out Shigeru Zakali. I guess it's really good. I actually don't know personally if it is or isn't. Nautilus taken away from Lions here. Is it Leons? Lions? I say Lions. I don't know if it's Leons. Anyways, Sejuani would be this. I think it's gonna be the Vi here. They've left open the Sedge. Are Pain Gaming gonna punish here? That's really the question. Closer once again gonna be taken away from Seo. What's our ADC pool looking like? We got Zaya, we got Misfortune, we have not gonna play Draven. Please don't play Draven. And it's just once again going to be the Zaya. Seriously, R7 are just gonna run it back and try to run it down Pain Game and try to run down Pain Gaming once again. I don't know if R7 know that what kind of made that game work was Caney on the Syndra particularly. We're going to have to see if they know how to change it up when they have a different mid laner who doesn't hyperscale like Syndra does. And this is Sejuani, to the surprise of absolutely no one. And they kind of have free reign of mid now. They obviously want an AP threat. Shinkeda's Aria was good. I don't know if they want to run it, though. I don't know if they should run it here. I think they I don't hate it. They were mentioning the Talia, and I do like the Talia. Honestly, it gives them a lot more versatility. Talia is a little bit more of a utility mid laner than carry like a pure assassinating carry like Ari can be. I just think it works better into the comp that R7 are showing or have drafted, not even showing. Rakan, Cassante, and Poppy alone would just hate to work on Unraveled Earth. The Ari can work really well. Sejuani makes this pretty good. We saw what they could do some of the fights with the Nami Ari as well. It just was not going to work out, sadly. Like the time they got blown up under their own turret going for a re-engage onto Kaney. It's going to be stuff like that that is going to be costing them. This will be an interesting draft, at least. Like, this will be an interesting game. It's do or die. These players, it's all to play for today. Pain Gaming need to save their tournament with this draft, and R7 want to finish the job on this draft. But it is... I don't know, honestly, how I feel about this draft from R7. I think it works, but I think the Syndra was too integral to picking up the slack. I also think Kaney absolutely was the only reason they won that game. But it was just reliant on it and just running it back with... Oh my god, Poppy's so zoomed out. I forgot they got the whole hammer of that shot. But it's kind of reliant on the consistent CC that Syndra could provide with the Scatter the Weak and the stun that comes with it potentially. But it is... This comp just looks better for Pain Gaming, but we just saw the game get out of their hands so quick that it's kind of... how much does comp matter? How much are we gonna have to just see if they could play it? Because they have not done super well at executing on this comp so far. Where did Titan even take poke from? Probably from Canny. As we saw them in this bot lane get so aggressive, and they can for free. And this should just, I mean, this is where they were trying to get this game to center around. But it just didn't matter because Syndra's fed. So this is Titan so aggressive in early game and was kind of just able to do whatever he wanted because what are Seo and Leon's gonna do? And now with level 2 secured, it's just allowed to be aggressive. You have to see a better game from Weiser as well. Weiser just did not exist in that early game. He was getting out CS so hard. Needs to find an actual angle where he could just stay in the game. Three CS, yeah, that is kind of how this is going to go for R7 early. They just have no control here. Titan still has the ebb and flow on his side. He could just keep getting this aggressive and not really have to worry about it. This wave is crashing. Odie is down here, and Pain don't have vision if Odie wants to go for a gank, but just gonna go clear. As Karaoke spotted out. Lions went for the play that we saw him kind of connect yet last game. Depends on your definition of connected. Got it, but they traded it right back in kind, as there's the reset cancel from Titan. And Pain. Odie spots out Karaoke. Walks away. Titan going to hold his wave. They're not going to go for the plating here. They're actually going to go to get as many minions to drop for R7 as they can. Are these TPs? Oh, I thought they were at the exact same time. They were not. Weiser has already started the Scuttle Crab, knowing that his jungler was going to come up here. And Odie just can't do anything. 2v1 as a level 4 Poppy with a health pot. Not doable. As Jinkedo gets caught. Good charm onto Kaney specifically, but there's the maul. There's the QQ. That's a lot of damage. And Jinkedo has no teleport. He just used it. And to get punished like that, knowing Odie was nearby, is just unacceptable, honestly. And now Odie just walking down. Heal out. As that's the jump onto Corey. Corey gonna flash. Nice flash Q predict, apparently, but it's not gonna matter as there's the blade caller. The feather caller going to get the first blood for Seiya onto Kuri. There's so many abilities with something called I think it's is it Blade Caller for is that Zaya's ability? It's like Blade Caller or something. And then you have the Root Caller. Should be either Blade or Feather. Blade Caller. Dang it, I was right the first time. As Jinkedo is just getting chunked by Kaney. Kaney has the XP advantage because Jinkedo had to take an unfun second reset as he was getting smacked up. I need to know all these freaking play abilities. I don't know any of them off the top. Any of them I should know about. Odie looking for the Grubbos, but Weiser is here. Odie knows this. Takes away the Honey Fruit. Lines is up here now. should just be pretty clean. Karaoke, nice dodge. No like all the confidence. Worried not gonna land the blind Q over the wall. As they're gonna steal a crab or a grub away. So used to the scuttle being the main objective up here. And it's actually gonna be 2 grubs to Pain Gaming as they get the aggressive play they wanted. They got the positioning advantage. And we're able to push them off eventually. 1 HP smite is painful though. Where's my other thing? Where's my thing? Sorry, hold on. I lost my brain. If Karaoke steals this, that would be kind of nuts. Odie knows he's here. Karaoke looking to top lane. Sonic gonna keep getting chunked and flash ult the Grandmaster at arms. As Titan has ultimate. Oh, he doesn't have ulti actually. I thought he did. I think his ult got canceled. And this is more of what people were expecting coming into this game. Pain Gaming are just so individually talented. And they also really are good as a unit. Both of those can help. Oh my goodness. The confidence now. 31 CS. I mean, this is just what Titan got to do. Excusing the fact that Kaney just came down and became the ultimate, like, the ultimate jungler by just showing up and killing 2 people. And now they are in such a good spot. Even through a kill, they're in such a good spot. And then Summit. And then ulti auto. Summit was not prepared. He's not happy he died, but he was genuinely shocked that he got that play. This is something. Still up, 4 minutes in. Will we have a new longest dragon? And the answer is probably not. That was like 13 minutes first strike. 18 minutes first strike. It was crazy. Almost had Baron before we had Drake that game. That was Mad Lions VKE game 2. Jinkato spotted out. I actually don't know if the eye grants vision around it. I know it grants vision in the circle. And then loses it if it connects, I think. It might reveal. Finally, first strike gonna go down to Karaoke. And Titan off almost 40 farm. As Wiser has no flash. And Titan going to be able to dash away from the grand entrance just barely. Is that quickness out? It is not quickness out, but it was tidal wave out in response. Odie is looking for a gank here. They are still working on pushing this wave in. They're still working on pushing this wave in. Is the culling only going to take out a little bit? And now over the wall they go. There's the block on the leap strike. There's the kill onto Wiser for Summit. Jinkato just here now. Doesn't really have much he could have done on that play. Wiser just got absolutely blasted. Like, there was nothing Jinkato could have done besides maybe teleport earlier. I really don't know. You don't want to burn it in case nothing's actually happening. They're just assuming there's a play happening. There's no guarantees. Because if you commit a teleport to that, and then R7 just call off the dive, you just wasted a teleport, and Kaney's going to go push mid. Rubbos, they get the 4th one. And they will get the 5th, actually. Okay. I thought Karaoke was going to walk away from it, but does not. commits, and it's pretty easy to just get all of them now. Oh, now 20 CS. Yeah, this is more of what we're expecting. Katie's still the richest member in the game, but it's by 70 something. It isn't by 1,000 by himself. As Weiser's gonna get a plate here. Will he survive to see the rest of that plating as he's rooted? I don't think the Grandmaster at Arms is gonna save him. There's another Q on the floor. And there's the ulti coming out from Weiser, and there's the kill for Sayo. And Odie coming in huge here. And Titan only to be able to get this top turret, or get this top turret chunked. They're not going to be able to finish it just yet. That is 2 plates. I'm blind. That is 2 more platings to the ADC here. Trying to do anything, but there's the engage on to the Sedge. They are throwing everything into her. And Odie flash Qs to secure. That was literally everything. I'm not even joking. That was quickness grand entrance, into the spiraling despair, into the keeper's verdict, and even then, it still took a flash. That is a lot of stuff for the Sejuani to get the kill onto Poppy. They obviously wanted this onto Kaney. They know Kaney can destroy. And Sayo is behind, actually. He's so... I know it sounds like the most annoying thing in the world that this trash can player is complaining about someone farming. But like, there's a reason for it. And that's because Sayo has the lowest CSPM in the tournament. I still think he does. I'm pretty sure. Like, every player is around 9, even on... Oh, Titan going to shred Sayo with the calling, but Sayo going to be able to position perfectly just to avoid the tail end of it. That's another chunk onto Odie. They're going to look for a chunk onto Lions as well. Titan is just very scary with 0 kills. But the thing is, Sayo, the next lowest player that in CS per minute in the bot lane was just below 9. I think Marble's a little bit below, like a lot below 9 now, but like besides the SoftBank Hawks, the only other player below 9 CS per minute in the bot, as in the only ADC below 9 per minute, is Sayo. And he's at 8. Like, not even close. At least when I last checked, Marble was at like 897 per minute. And everyone else was at 9. And then, oh, the engage onto Odie there. The Frozen Flail not going to connect, though. And maybe they can keep this going as Titan just zoning off Lions right here. And Titan looking for the wraparound now as the Charm connects onto Summit. Summit needs to start running Q3. All outs the Ari. And the teleport coming in as Lions engage is not going to matter. The cancel on the Keeper's verdict. Kaney's here. Can they find something? But Titan has found Kaney. Dink 8. I'm going to pick up that one. Weiser's here. Grandmaster at Arms pumped, and I don't think Odie and Sayo have it in them this time. Flash W. And that is just perfect from Pain Gaming there. And this gold swing, 2,000 in their favor now. That was just punish. Just Rainbow Seven thought they could get away with the Rift Herald. Then they thought they could possibly get Kaney to teleport topside, get a play out of it, but just it's not enough. None of it was ever going to be enough. As Weiser going to jump onto Lions, and Lions just going to have to jump out over the wall. Oh, baby. And this is the pain that I was expecting, as Sayo is getting shredded by the culling. Oh, that root landed. That could have been disaster for Titan, but doesn't matter. And this gold lead's going to continue to expand now up to almost 2,500 gold. Drake, number 2, going to go to Pain Gaming as well. They're going to be able to stack these, and they're threatening Soul Summit's about to be dead. He finally catches vision of Summit's dead. Yep, because here comes Titan as well. Jinkedo. Titan will be able to finish the job here. Charm forcing the flash out, actually. But Karioka's here as well. With Wiser on top of it. He will get the Pathmaker out, but there's the stun. There's the kill for Jinkedo. And buying time means not much. It does get Kaney the ability to siege this bot tier 1 eventually. That's about it. That's it, really. And now Titan has an IE. I think that was regardless of getting the assist gold, but you look at how diffed this bot lane is. 1,100 gold in Titan's favor. And again, Seo is 2 kills. Seo is 6 and 700 gold on this guy. 400 in just kills alone now because Titan finally got his kill back. Yes, it was a struggling early laning phase, but this is a recurring theme for Seo is what I'm saying. The thing is, he's not even the, he's not 9 CS per minute even regionally, but he's not 8 CS per minute. He's a couple minions usually behind 9. He's not even close this tournament. It's costing him so much gold. He's just not able to play, it seems. He's so out of sorts in laning. And now Pain Gaming in a massive... R7 in a bit of a hole, about 2,000 flat usually, behind Pain. Did I say Pain is 2,000 in the... No, R7 2,000 in the hole here. They're kind of just playing catch-up. Kaney is not getting fed here. Kaney's just... They are not able to get him fed. He's ahead still because he's 40 CS up. He is just not Game 1 Kaney. He is not the Kaney that got the LeBlanc win against 100 Thieves as the Culling comes out. It takes out half of Seo's health bar. And again, just 2-item Lucian. Zeal on Seo. Essence Reaver and Zeal. That's it. Baron in 30. We're not going to see a Baron rush here unless Pain Gaming are feeling absurdly psychotic today. And otherwise, 2 minutes of farming remain before the Drake comes up and R7 will feel the pressure to answer. Okay, Flicker Blades finished here. Still so far behind. Just... He's going to be valuable. Just going to always be a step behind, it seems. I mean, it does not help that Titan is, like, way above 10 per minute right now. He is... This is an unfathomable amount of CS, as there's the Culling coming out, and even Odie has to say how much this is going to hurt. The Glacial Prison connects. Kuri will not survive the Spiraling Despair. Lions will fall, but it's 1-for-1 for R7. And Kaney gets a nice chunk of change in his pocket. Can he take advantage of it eventually? No, because that would just be nothing for him. He has no item that he can buy with it. Nice maul on Jinkedo there to stop some psychotic play from working. Odie needs to be very careful here. His jungle is not his property right now, as this should be a smite coming through onto the blue Nope, doesn't even. Jinkato just has that much damage. Okay. Still 2,000 because they went even in that. Okay, what is his CS? Like, his CPM is nuts right now. 11.5 CS. 11.6 CS per minute right now. Yeah, Titan is freakishly ahead of the curve, as there's a base coming out from Weiser, but he has teleport available. Titan going to hit Summit in the face. The eye goes down, and they eject Carioca. No chances this time of a Steel Alliance force to disengage as the Culling comes out, and Odie's just not tanking it, apparently. Apparently, that was all onto Lion still, as Sayo needs to run. The Glacial Prison just about to be available. There's no Blade Caller or no Feather Storm just yet, as Weiser is in there, and he's going to take out Kaney, and now he's looking for Odie. Not going to happen, though. Behind Sayo is just getting destroyed. He's not going to be able to stop Titan. And Sayo will fall. It's a 2-4-0 in favor of Pain Gaming. They only give up the Drake, and they're looking at the Baron. There's no ADC. There's no APC. It is a bruiser, or no, 2 tanks and a Rakan. This is a barren opportunity, to say the least. Odie just working on these camps right now. Jinkato trying to stomp the potential Hex Flash. Odie can't Hex Flash right now. And there's the Glacial Prison going over on top of it. And they will not allow Rainbow 7 to steal the Baron. I need to check this because this is just absurd. As they get rid of Carioca, and that works so well. But then Lions gets caught out, and Sayo has... Look where Sayo is. He has to path the other direction. He can't go over because the tidal wave will hit him. And so now that Summit's passed there, through the tribe, but that direction, and now Weiser's here to jump in. Jinkato takes a ton of damage off that Spiraling Despair, but it's not going to be quite enough. Kaney's going to fall immediately. And just Sayo's just down in the middle of nowhere because he got cut off from his own team. And Jinkato going to have to flash. And Lions. Oh, the miscoordination there from R7 will come back to bite them. Lions nearly falls. They need to get back to their base right now. This is potentially the end here. As the bot tier 2 or tier 3 is crying in agony. This minion going to be able to stop for now, but it's not going to be enough. Tier 1 and mid holds on 1 health, but the tier 3 and bot will fall. Pain Gaming are putting the hurt onto R7 right now. This is just really hard for them to cover. They do not have as much damage. Holy cow, that was a lot of damage. This 3-item Lucian is deadly. Now, it's just 3,000 by himself. 5,000 combined. 5,500 between him and Weiser. And then just 6,000 total as the stun lands onto Katie. And he's just going to be able to survive the tidal wave. Not going to find him. Sayo trying to find some damage in response, but he just tickles Carioca of all people. Doesn't have any damage. There's a 3,500 gold swing in favor of Pain Gaming on the Baron. And Carioca is just going to be a problem now. He's going to be healing. Ori, it's going to be so much harder to lock down Titan. This is not how you thought this game would go, given how game 1 went and how the early game for R7 was kind of going well for them. Like, it was going well for them. But now it's not. Oh, and Drake in 50 seconds. Baron is done. It's going to be 3,600 gold in favor of Pain Gaming on that one. And now, with Drake Soul Point once again on the line, R7 need to find a miracle fight because they sure as hell do not have a chance at a clean one. Game 3 would be a fitting end for this. Now, suffocating them out of their own jungle. It is just so tough to play. Almost 7,000 gold behind right now. And, 7 just can't go anywhere. This is a 3.5 item Lucian. He has 300 farm. This is absurd. They've given him all the resources needed. They saw last game. He wasn't able to do it. They're saying this game, he's getting all of it. They can't stop him if we just give him all the resources. And clearly they cannot. They are not able to find an answer to Titan Carioca. Whoa, misses the frozen flail. That was supposed to connect, but it's not even going to matter. Summit falls to Titan. He's finally on a killing spree. And continuing to push forward. Look at Seo's health bar. That's half of his health on 2 auto attacks. And now Titan going to finish off this inhibitor with Kuri. The remaining 3 members of Pain Gaming take out this mid inhib, and this should be game number 2 in the books. And Tidal Wave only going to connect onto Odie. Weiser is just finishing off the base turrets right now, though. Seo, perfect cleanse. And Pain are actually going to be able to, are unable to finish the job. R7 will survive for now. But it's still a problem. Because it's really only a matter of time at this point. Unless they find some unbelievably good fight. This is just a matter of time before the game is finished. Because now, this is a full crit Lucian online. On full crit already. It is not looking good for R7 is Summit. The tankiest member of R7 are just getting shredded. He's just getting shredded. Baron's online. And this second Baron might be all Pain Gaming need to finish the job, whether it's them claiming the Baron or it's them just baiting a fight at the Baron and knocking out R7 there. It is 3 items on Jax, 3 items on Ari. The only one who's matching that is Kaney. Everyone else, figure it out. Because now they're going in. Jinkeda's waiting to catch out. Summit, spotted out. Gonna go backwards here. Teleport coming out from Lions. It's not. Weiser just gonna take out Seo. He has the Spiraling Despair on him, but it doesn't look like he cares. He doesn't. Titan on a rampage. Jinkedo forced to flash out. Weiser looking for one, but it's not gonna happen. Weiser on a rampage. And Pain Gaming are gonna finish this one in game number 2. They will send us to the decider. This one's going the distance. It all comes down to one final game. Pain Gaming, Rainbow 7 will fight in a game 3 for their region's honor and their right to the Swiss stage. Because why not? And it's a dominant game. A dominant mid-late from Pain Gaming. R7 got a little bit of a lead early. Maybe there was a chance for them to pull out the win. But in the end, Titan is a menace. He is so damn good. And Pain Gaming, even out even the score. And it would be great if this was a BO5 like last year's qualifying matches were, but sadly, gotta do what you can do with the time you have, and time only allows us for a pair of BO3s, or a lot of BO3s actually, to get us to this point. So it will only be one final game 3 instead of a potential silver scrapes like these two teams honestly deserve. But it probably wouldn't even get there. Let's be real for 2 seconds. But doesn't even matter because now it is all down to this for these two teams. Will it be Pain Gaming to the Swiss stage, punching? Will it be Pain Gaming to the Swiss stage? My goodness, words are so hard. Will it be Pain Gaming to the Swiss stage and giving Brazil their first Swiss stage or main stage representative in 8 years, or will it be R7 getting the first main stage berth for Latin America? I will see you for the decider, game number 3. And it is time for the finale of Pain Gaming R7, the finale for one of these regions before they get absorbed into the new Mega League. And R7 choose to go to the blue side this game after Pain chose blue side in games 1 and 2. And Syndra's still going to be on the docket for being removed from Kaney's champ pool. Will they just go with the same bans again? They did go with the Syndra and the Renekton. Syndra, Renekton, LeBlanc. Actually, yeah, Syndra, Renekton, LeBlanc for Pain Gaming both times. Skarner's still going to be taken away. Kind of proves that Odie doesn't want to play it, which could be an upside for some teams if they make it. If R7 win this game, that could be massive upside. And Jack's going to be taken away from Weiser. Didn't work in game 1, and then it was mostly because someone got really strong rather than anything else. And they're afraid Seo's going to take the Lucian, which is possible. Seo does play Lucian. And they could have stolen it from them had they left it up, but they will not. And it will be the first game without Lucian in the series. And it's going to be Odie on the Sejuani. I've been talking about Karaoke. Everyone's really been talking about Karaoke. Play Sejuani. That's his champion. It's not the only champ he plays, but that's like his thing. No one was talking about how Odie played a lot of Sejuani as well throughout the year. Like, pretty much every jungler obviously was playing a lot of Sedge, Maokai, Ivern, Realm before it was nerfed. There are very few people who are like, yeah, I play a lot of Sejuani when I need to. Like, I'm fine with playing what my team needs. It's going to be Jinkato back on the R. He had a really good game in game number 2, where he was just able to mesh with the team better. The team really did play just better. They executed, they played a lot safer, more patient, and they executed on their aggressive bot lane rather than trying to brute force answers. And they kept Kaney in check. That was mostly it. They kept Kaney in check. They took him off of a hyperscaler, a hyper carry, and put him onto a normal ass mage. Wukong for Karaoke. I don't know how it's going to work just yet with the rest of the team. We obviously have to see it. Just looking at the Ahri, it can work. It's not really anything particularly special, though. Summit on the Renekton would be actually useful. It would be new because Rainbow 7, I believe it's been Rainbow 7 taking away that Renekton. I think it was actually, I think it was Pain Gaming second rotation taking away last time. Oh, I'm trying to remember all the bans. It was Syndra, it was LeBlanc, and it was Renekton. Yes, Katie going to get this LeBlanc, though. They didn't ban the LeBlanc. They took away the Lucian. They took away the Orianna, which was R7's ban and not banned. And now, oh, baby. Kaney's LeBlanc. 11 kills in his one game on the champ so far this tournament. He had a monstrous going on it. And this is actually going to be Titan on the Kalista. We haven't seen a ton of Kalista here. Ash banned away. the ultimate nerf to Kalista, a slow. Like, seriously, it is absurd how strong Ashe is into Kalista, particularly compared to the rest of the field. She's good, but, like, damn. Renata, another good pick, actually, to pair with the Kalista, obviously. You just put the W on her, and she's allowed to get hyper-aggressive pretty much whenever she wants. Draven taken away. Sayo has not really... R7 have not contemplated the Draven since game 1 of the 100 Thieves series, where it got destroyed. It was so bad for R7. And Nico going to be taken away from... Oh, they think Corey's going to play it. He did play it yesterday, so fair enough. He did play it yesterday against VKE. That was nuts. That Corey Nico game was... That was an absurd game. One of the best games. One of the most fun games I've ever got to watch. And it's going to be the Kasante locked in for Weiser this time. Summit going to be taken off of the only champion node he has played this day. He's the only champ he's played today. Meanwhile, Jikato, 3 games of Ari. That is nonsense you see every day. And Lion's going to get the Naught. And what's the ADC pick going to be here? Because with the Nautilus locked in, you don't have Ashe, you don't have Draven. I'm sorry, Daddy, did you just say my brain saying Samira? Shut your face. Varus, not a champ that has had super high priority. A lot of the high prio champs I don't think work super well with Nautilus. I wouldn't have hated the Misfortune pick, but I mean, Xayah I would not want to have. I wouldn't have wanted to see the Xayah. Would not have loved seeing the Kaisa here, honestly. Varus is probably the one option. Maybe Ziggs. They already have enough AP. That's about it. Like, I mean, you could go double AP carries. Christ is mostly mid lane. Like, it's just tough. Uri on the rail, still going to be providing a lot of value to the team. Not the Nico, which can go crazy. I don't think you can buffer Nico ulti in the Fate's Call, sadly. It would be awesome, though. Would be really broken. It would be really strong if you could do that. I don't think it would be broken. It takes too long. You'd have to be directly next to your Kalista at all times then to do that. But R7, much more of an assassination comp this game. Pain Gaming, a little bit less of assassin comp. They have a lot more thorough or consistent. I mean, Sayo had, or Titan had tons of consistent damage, of course, but like, Jinkato was very bursty last game. He's still going to be bursty this game. Karaoke just didn't do damage last game. And the Pain fans are going nuts. They want to see this thing happen. They've been waiting 8 years for this moment. And a near airport, we'll see. That's later. LLA have been waiting 10, 11 years now for this moment. For their region to make the World Championships main stage. Game 3, it's all down to this. Which region of the Americas will advance to the Swiss stage? And why not on some champs they're pretty comfortable on? Lions, Caney, Odie, Summit on champs they've played plenty of this season. Jinkato, the only champ he's played this series. Weiser on the most prominent and obnoxious top laner in the meta. There's so many things here that can go right and can go horribly, horribly wrong, as we've seen. And it's going to be Caney on a champion that can carry. Like, a champion that can carry hard. Dear God, can this champion carry hard? The 100 Thieves, no. 10-3. No, it's 10-2. This is the 10th win a Brazilian team will take over a Latin American team. Game 1 was the second for Latin America. Been a bit of a beatdown historically. As there's the flip onto Kuri, the ignite going out early. But Seo is just putting in some solid damage right now. They do not have lethal tempo. That is the one thing that is throwing me off, is that ADCs are still taking biscuits and they're not taking lethal tempo to I mean, technically they would be testing it, but these guys wouldn't be testing it anyways. They don't want to mess up their muscle memory. And he going to just bully Jinkedo early again. Aria's Q. Don't think that counts as a trade. Actually, I think Jinkedo is leveled W here. What? Can we see this aggressiveness come? Yeah, there's the aggressiveness from Kaney coming out. Has the E. That's about it. Can hit some Qs occasionally. As ooh, Seo. Yeah, that's right. Varus has the slowing field. Has his little slow field. Oh, that's not good. Cannon dropped. Kaney gonna get actually traded by Jinkedo. This time Hook not gonna connect. Titan had an auto attack available. There's no chance. Ooh. This is brutal for Jinkedo. Look at that farm. 8 CS. And he's gonna get dove. As there's the charm connecting. Kaney gonna flash forwards. And there's first blood for Jinkedo. It will be traded back by Odie, but I think Carioca wins this. He has the flash available. Doesn't have the Arctic Assault. Flash follow. And there's the Stendo auto from Carioca. It's 2 for Pain Gaming right there. Interesting dive. Okay. Oh, I don't know why they went for that, but sure. I can see why they wanted to keep Jinkedo behind, but they can't really afford to. As Kuri going to land the combo onto Seo. Seo gonna have to flash away. Carioca's just hovering. And 3 members, 4 members for Pain Gaming are coming down. And Seo and Lions are about to be put very far back. Oof. Will not be able to. The wave clears a little bit too quickly for their liking. And no disaster play for Pain Gaming in the bot lane. No, this is over for R7 plays allowed. Odie gonna steal away some Krugs. As Jinkedo again going to miss the charm, and Kaney gonna trade huge onto him. Doesn't have the ulti available to get that extra damage down. As Corey going to get chunked a little bit, but he's resetting soon, so it's okay. As Odie not gonna get a ton. Q3. Summon as Dominus though. Miser just needs to base and TP. Can't really afford to fight Summit anymore without a health bar. As the charm not going to connect, Kaney didn't even jump to where he thought he was going to. Kaney. Oh, just drops it. Not perfect, but as there's the jump in onto Jinkedo. Doesn't have any follow-up, and Lions. That's tough. Odie should be able to pretty easily. Yeah, this Kaney's gonna just go for a plating here, probably. Yep, there's the plating going down, and they're gonna continue the push as Hex flashes, not even Hex flash, just walks away. They're going to shove another wave in. Try to get Jinkato to miss this. Jinkato miss as much as they can. Grubs for Drake trade happening. Who cares? 63 CS to 27. Kaney at 10 per minute. Jinkato's at 5. The gold lead should be so much more, but again, that dive did cost a lot of money, actually, for R7. About 550 gold. Swung back. This should be a gigantic gold lead for Kaney already. 7 minutes in. Again, may I remind you, he's put Jinkato to 5 minions per minute, while he's sitting at 10. It is. Chain comes out, but Kaney can't really do any follow-up. And it's funny because Jinkato was the player last game who finished at 11 CS per minute. And Titan finished at 11, sorry. As there's the crash down onto Kuri. There's the flash, the E, the cyclone. Kuri starts the chain reaction. And all Lions could do is hook a minion. This charm hits, it's huge. There's the stun from Kuri. No crash down available just yet. Kaney gonna get some damage back. And getting what they can. Kaney's so low. Kuri hits one engage. This is over. There's the stun. But it's not in time. No follow-up in time. Kaney will not survive. And again, Kaney has put Jinkato in such a negative position in lane. But 3 takedowns now for the Ahri. Despite his best efforts, 37 CS ahead. His Ahri is still in this game. Some of it's part of his own fault, like falling for a very ill-advised dive. But it's just been spiraling. So now you got 5 bonus resistances, Jinkato, because of the Sork shoes as well, so enjoy it. Odie looking for a play here. Titan doesn't have cleanse. As it's going to be on to Kuri instead. They're just going to lock him down. Fate's Call will be used. Again, the support of Pain Gaming to safety. It's a 100 gold lead. Again, you can thank top and mid for that. Seo was matching Titan for a while, starting to fall behind a little bit, as there is a lot of damage from Jinkato. Like, that is the thing that they can do right now. Odie doesn't have ultimate, so can't go for anything onto the mid lane play here. As Odie going to be able to get his own blue buff, but the pressure, they're rotating. Rotation coming through on this lane swap right now. Oh, the stun lands after the charm, and Odie's going to be gone very soon. Jinkato's chasing him down, and he's looking for Cade as well. Kaney going to get rooted, but throws out, or Jinkato going to get rooted, but he throws out the charm. Doesn't even matter. It's going to be the grubs for Pain Gaming. All out goes. Can he find a kill here? Stun. The root not going to connect, but Summit's tanking up the turret right now. And Kaney forced a flash, but he will survive. It's 700 gold over to the mid laner. 700. That did not say 700. Plating for Summit. He's been doing this all series, though. And Corey, I think this guy's dead. No, he's actually able to escape. Okay. I know, I'm not. Fine, it's fine. It's okay. Somehow. How did he survive that? Teleport in from Jinkedo. What the heck? Ooh, Gable. Able to get out. As the hook lands onto Titan. And Odie's going to pick up that one. Do they have the follow-up? Seo flashes out. And there's Karaoke with the Cyclone. Seo will fall here. Karaoke on a killing spree. Corey taking the turret. Jigato's here now as well. It's going to be 1 for Wiser. And it's 2 for 1 in the mid lane for Pain Gaming. Oh, no. That's not it. And now Pain in a great spot. Summit has gotten this tier 1 in bot lane, though, and they're still ahead. They're leading. This feels like it shouldn't be this close, you know? But it is. It feels like it shouldn't. As who are we going to get hooked? That's not really that important. It's just going to be okay. Okay. I mean, they're heading kills at least. Tier 1 falls in mid. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm giving up on my quest to find something stupid. I got really distracted. I rabbit holed a bit too hard. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wiser is also losing top lane. That's why Summit drafted this particularly. Obviously, it's really useful. Even in bot lane, pretty much. And first items are on the Rift. Some of them are powerful than others, and some of them are boots. Okay, that's a lie. Wiser is building 2 items. He just got his. But besides Wiser, we should be seeing a lot of damage coming out from these mid laners right now. As, oh, that's not going to connect. Jingato has to jump away with the ulti, and Kaney's just going to win that trade clean. And I should be pretty strong coming in because the Drake minute actually, no, that's going to be available. that should be available within the next minute. Ooh, I think all major sums are going to be available except for one flash. Lions is flash. There's a hex flash. Not a bad idea. Doesn't blow himself up. TP out from Caney here. Cody dodging, but how long can he dodge is the real question there as he's getting chunked down eventually. Where's the vision for R7? They have none. As the charm connects onto Odie. We'll be able to get out as there's the hook, but it's onto the Cassante. Sayo as the root. That's a lot of damage going through, but it's not going to be really that much. Not enough to be concerning, but there's a lot of damage now going on to Kuri. Summit just going forward with that dominance, and Pain Gaming have surrendered their control of this river. And he's just going to keep this mid wave in his control. And it should be Drake for our 7. How? How on earth did they get away with that play? Because they shouldn't have. Rainbow 7 should not have gotten away with that play. There's no excuse for them to win that fight. But they did. Odie didn't have ulti. Sayo used his ulti on a Cassante. Summit was really the only one that actually used his ulti efficiently. And Summit's really strong, yes. Like, Summit is super strong right now. But there's no way you can tell me that he's, like... There's no way you could tell me, like, that was a fight win. Because Summit was the only one who uses ulti. I guess Caney did as well, but that's more LeBlanc's ultimate is a literal third ability. As saw it coming, prepared for some kind of shenanigans. Still a 2,000 gold lead. Still, despite all of it, it's a 2,000 gold lead despite the kills and Drake's being in favor of Pain Gaming. It's kind of crazy, but you also look at the farm discrepancy and it makes a lot of sense because pretty much all of that is in one guy, as that's a lot of damage onto Titan, and he's gonna get squalled. Oh no, it's Horizon Focus first. Okay, I thought it was Storm Surge. I saw the effect, I was like, oh, it's Storm Surge's spell effects. Or item effects, I guess. In this case. There is... Ooh, hook not gonna land onto Titan. If that worked, that would have been the end of the Pain Gaming ADC, and that would have been the beginning of something really good. Baron now just getting on the Rift. There's no vision for Pain Gaming. They're going to spot out Jinkato, but he's going to be able to just dash away from the hook. Now can they find the re-engage? As Sayo is getting jumped on. He has all his abilities, though. And now Summit's here to fight. Flashing over the wall. He's found Karaoke. Can they get the stun onto Karaoke to follow it up? They will. And that's going to be Summit picking up both of the Wukongs. Doesn't matter which one he picks. The all-out on to Summit is a bit bad for him, though. He has the Sterix, so he's going to survive for quite a while. Pick up another one. Caney will get Jinkato down. And there's Lions going in. Caney on a killing spree. Sayo will pick up the ace for Rainbow 7. And it started like it should have been a catch out for Pain. But in the end, 4,000 gold ahead. 5,000 gold ahead for our 7. Like, this hook just misses. That sweeper spots out so much. Still gets stunned. But then the engage This is hitting on the clone. Like, this should not have worked. The chain is on the clone, but Summit is so damn strong. Flashes over this wall. Locks down Carioca. Zones off Titan from doing anything here. And then even when he gets all outed. Good flash from Seo right there as well. To make sure he wasn't the one getting all outed. Just jumps onto Titan and finds him. And then Jinkedo's so low. Jinkedo. Solo, and they're losing it because this is absurd. Just unimaginable. Lions got out, and I think he's dead. He's gonna die here. Is there any follow-up is the question, and there isn't. There's no need to try and follow it up, I guess, for R7. They just accept the fact that that's gone. And they will be able to, it's going to be a little tough for Lions to get here in time for the Drake, but he should be able to. But 30 seconds, he's got 20 to run. Summit pushes in this top lane, has teleport to the bot lane if he wants as well. Now, Seo with the Rage Blade here, that's just buffing up Varus, as Varus is already able to break the attack speed cap manually. As done. And there's the stun coming through. No cleanse goes out, though. Meanwhile, Weiser's just getting locked down. But now Summit is getting the receiving end. He's going to go into the Dominus. It's going to hit the clone, though, as Odie is getting zoned by Jinkedo. And Katie's in too deep. And it's a shutdown for Titan. And Rainbow 7 have given over a lot of value here. Seo isn't even here. And it's going to be the Baron. It's a Baron call for Pain Gaming here. There's no enemy jungle for 20 seconds. They're just going to go for the Drake. They're just going to say, we have to get something out of this play. And it's going to be a Drake call. R7 thought they had the advantage in that fight. And they very much did not. They started by losing their support. That should have been a sign to not do this. And it's a 1K gold lead now. After all this, Pain have battled back. They've cut the gold lead in half. They will even out the gold. Not the gold, the Drakes. But these gold differences do not exist as a team. Pain Gaming are so quick to jump in. Haney's on Weiser. They need to have all eyes on Titan if they want to get him down. But they don't. They have two people. He tries to go in, and Corey locks him down. That is disastrous. This is... Rainbow 7 just miscoordinate that fight entirely. They need to know who they're going for. If they're going to catch out Titan, they need to have all members on them, and they just did not. Summit was too late. Kaney was busy zoning off the Cassante. It's not going to matter. If you stun a Ballista, if you don't burst her. And now this Hearth's just going to fall. This is going to be a gold lead for Pain Gaming for the first time in a while. Because it's dead even right now, but they're going to get it. Thought it was raining. They're just trying to buy time. They have another minute of the Baron. It will be down before the Drake spawns at least. But Rainbow 7 have not made this easy on themselves. If they want to punch their tickets, they want to qualify for the Swiss stage. This is not how you do it. Because they have given Titan the keys, and he is running with them, to say the least. He's always running with them. 3 items on this Callista. This is going to be a dangerous fight. This is going to be a dangerous play if they go for it. And they're not. Summit just going to leave. It's going to be a disengage again from R7. They need to just play safe. And now they got 2 minutes to recoup. Figure out how they're going to take this angle. Like, how they're going to fight. Is Jinkato going to catch out Odie? This is just such a bad position for R7. They don't have anyone they can catch out right now. Yep, there's the ulti going out. Glacial Prison not going to connect with Jinkato, forcing out the Spirit Rush, but that's not really going to matter. Both of those are going to be back up. Oof, Kaney is 1,000 gold ahead of everyone else now. Titan not far behind. He's actually 500 gold behind. Never mind. And where is there a death cap in this guy's future? That's the question. Is there a death cap in Kaney's future yet? Kalista's only going to get stronger and stronger. Seo is level 13 right now. Titan is level 15. 50 seconds to go. This isn't the countdown. This is not a countdown to the end of the game. A fight win here does not end the game for either side just yet. Even an ace would not end the game. It's a 500, barely a gold lead, if you could even call it that. As Kaney going to get out. As Summit teleporting back. He's pushed in this top wave and forced Weiser to answer. Weiser able to teleport as well if he needs. R7 are in Pain Gaming's area of not safety. Summit teleporting in. Or not Summit. Weiser teleports in. He's spotted. And he needs to be careful here. It is a game of inches, and Kaney has not won. He's going to get the ulti out of Jinkato, but is it going to matter? Summit trying to do what he can. He's onto Titan, but there's no one with him. The Magnet Storm is locking off everybody, but Corey will fall first. Weiser is following. Kaney. Can Kaney find it? The hook doesn't land, but the Q flash does. Titan will fall in exchange for what? It's the ace for Rainbow 7. And a disastrous fight. It looks so good for Pain. But now R7 have found the fight. They find the soul point. And it starts with this. Jinkato, great reaction speed. And then, I mean, he's chunking them. But there's no one with him. But then this Magnet Storm comes in huge. It's all Odie by himself. But the Magnet Storm ends, and there's just 2 members of Pain right next to him. This hook doesn't connect, but a great Q flash through there by Odie. Summit's just shredding these squishies to pieces. And now our 7 are in the driver's seat again. They're back. They're trying to keep it chill. They're trying to keep it calm because, honestly, I would be shaking. There's so much true damage. What the heck? Why does already so much true damage? Corey gets hooked, but that's not who they're looking for here. As they're finding a lot of members. There's Jinkato getting found, but it's Lions getting found. Summit doesn't dominate just yet. That's so much damage onto Kuri, and Kuri will fall to Seo, but there's the trade back onto Kaney. And Weiser is taking Odie all out. And Titan gets the double. And Pain Gaming, fight after fight for these guys. And R7, too excited for their own good. And we're going to see Pain Gaming, second Baron of the game. And we're going again. And now Pain Gaming going to be able to destroy this mid lane. This standing gold is going to flip the lead in their favor now, as they should be tier 2s at least across the board, if not not an inhibitor turret as well. But that will be... We'll have to see how that goes, as this is... Rainbow Seven play a dangerous game. Sayo and Odie are nowhere near. Oh, Jinkedo, great charm right there. And then Wiser just goes in, takes him out. And now Pain Gaming, wearing purple, they're back in the gold. They're back in the gold advantage. Oh, that's interesting. Can they find a play? No, there's no play. 4 or 7 here. Kuri. That was a bold play from R7, and it went terribly. They can't even burst Titan down now. He's 2 people on him. And they can't even clear out this wave. Instantly Charm going to connect. Jinkedo going to get locked down by the Glacial Prison. That's all they're going to have. Is Uri taking a lot of damage. Is Wiser going to be held back by Summit, the big croc. Summit TP coming. And that's not going to happen. As here's the Fate's call. They think they found someone, but it's Sayo, and Sayo's gonna go golden, and now have Pain Gaming overstepped. No, Katie missed his mark, but it's not gonna matter. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Corey solo, and it's 3. Is it gonna be 4? It will be 4. Triple for Sayo. And the teleport to the enemy's top lane. Do they have enough to end the game? Can they do it? Wiser is here. It is just Cassante. He stops the wave. This game isn't over just yet. And this is disaster from both sides. Both teams are so desperate to try and end this game. They both want to finish it so quickly, but it's not going to happen just yet. Is this turret going to fall? It will. The standing gold goes nowhere. Local gold goes nowhere, but that's not really going to matter at this point. Look at this. Your Renekton's 1 item off full, but holy cow, that's a lot of damage. Jinkedo has Rabadons already. Annie has Rabadons. Summit's getting to fight Wiser. That's so much. As there's the engage from both sides. Summit needs to find somebody. And there's so much damage coming out from this Renekton, but he's going to go down. Kaney needs to find a kill, but he's not going to find anything. He's getting chased down by Wiser now. Jinkedo goes over the wall, or can't go over the wall, tries to go over, doesn't get in the end. And it's 5v4. There's so much going down. The gold is dead even, but that's not even going to matter. Katie is looking to go top lane. But he's going to not. And this is so narrow. These margins of victory are so razor thin. Summit so close to taking care of Titan. If he gets rid of him or Jinkedo, it is over in a team fight. Like, it is over for Pain Gaming if their ADC falls. Likewise, if Summit or Kaney die, the fight becomes almost impossible to win. This is the world's greatest roller coaster right there on that graph. World's greatest roller coaster. this so much going down. You can see this graph starts at 21 minutes. Rainbow 7, 15 minutes ago. 90% win probability. The math said, obviously, win probability doesn't factor into a lot of things, or doesn't factor in many things, like the champions themselves. It just factors in the gold, the objectives, and the turrets. Pretty much all that stuff. Gold, or the gold diff, and the objectives taken. And obviously, turrets are objectives, but like turrets taken, how far into the base the enemy is, all that stuff. Summit getting locked down by Jinkato. As Titan almost got found out there by Kaney. As the hook not going to connect. The charm onto Odie. There's the lockdown onto the Sejuani. Corey in the backlines. Fate's called to safety. Summit is trying to get Titan, but he won't. Corey is low. Odie's lower, though. As Wiser is just going forward. Sayo doesn't have flash available. And Katie can't get the job done here. Is it over? Katie finds Titan! Are you kidding? That's the core damage right there. And then Katie's going to be able to base here. He has an item available. He at least has components. Right? No. They're going to go for the end here. Kaney has so much damage. He's so safe in this turret area. With his turrets, he's so safe. They're going to go for the double inhib. And Jinkato is going to be really hard to get past here. If he goes forwards, Kaney has the ability to just get locked down. And you see that right there getting chunked. And Kaney, with the kill on Titan, keeps this game going. And oh my goodness, this is disaster. Oh my goodness, this is so back and forth. This is just absurd. These two teams just going back and forth and back and forth. Everyone's pretty much full build. I mean, Kaney's just holding on to a ward. Sayo's waiting for his, I believe, a Bloodthirster to be finished. His combined cost to be gone. And Titan full build for real. That's a lot of money, obviously. This is just chaos incarnate. As they're trying to just find the damage. Summit gonna get charmed up. Is that gonna be enough here? Kana going to get... This is very, very... What is going to happen here? What is the angle here? Karaoke looking to go over the wall. Not going to happen just yet. And Jinkato gonna keep playing with the vision. Just play around this vision. Keep them hidden. Kaney hidden. Jinkato hidden. The smite gonna go over. It's Infernal Soul to Pain Gaming. Can they follow this up? Titan is trying to chase him down. There goes Wiser. That's one. Is this enough for Rainbow 7? Is this numbers advantage what they were looking for? The super minions are pushing. Kaney's gonna reset here. R7 lose the war, but they win for now. They're losing the war at the moment, as that is the Drake Soul gone. Can they get Kuri? If they can get Kuri, this could be absolutely huge. A stagger of all like a stagger to end all staggers. Summit's just standing here. Sayo is on the other side. There is no chance. This Rel is surviving. The Iron Horse is sent to a shallow grave. And now it's Baron. Rainbow Seven have decided that this is the course of action. Oh my god. And there's no steal. This is going to be R7's first Baron of this game. And now we've got ourselves a mess of a game, and I love it. 41 minutes. These two teams are just going back and forth. Neither wants to concede an inch in this one. This is so scary. With the bases in the shape they are, with the damage these guys are outputting, the next big fight win is the game. There is nothing past it. The next fight win is the game. There are 3 freaking Barons this game. 7 dragons. We got the Max Drakes, apparently. And this roller coaster goes on. It only goes back 12 minutes. And it's not even explaining the full story. Again, Rainbow Seven, once again, another chance at an 85% chance of winning, according to their gold lead and objectives taken. Just unreal. Any gonna find one. They want this top in here, or they want this top tier, or this bot tier 2 first. And this super minion should be able to get it. Katie gonna jump over the wall, grab that. Summit just gonna keep mid lane pushed in, and now a war on 2 fronts for Pain Gaming. As Corey, so much damage from this LeBlanc. There's a reason everyone's been taking it away from him. There's a reason Pain didn't give him the LeBlanc all series long. But they ran out of options. They needed to get rid of some more pressing champions. And Summit's just going to get zoned off if Titan goes too far forwards. This could be it. But not going to happen. They spot out Caney just before he can jump over the wall. Teleport coming in from Weiser. As there's the jump in on Carioca. Jinkeido's already so low. Is there damage? Caney charmed. Caney gone. Pain Gaming. They have found an angle. Summit is just the one remaining survivor, and he's not going to survive for much longer. There it goes. And there it is. 44.5 minutes, and I think Pain Gaming have done it. Wait, they need a wave still. Oh my god. I thought they don't have any Nexus turrets down. They need a wave. This game is going to keep going, but this could be the moment that breaks the backs of R7. They need to escort this wave in, but there's still 20 seconds to go. There's no teleports. These minions will die to the turret if they're a case. But Lions is not gonna do it. Sayo, Caney, do you have anything to say? Can you save the game? It is all for naught. And for the first time in 8 years, Brazil are going to the main stage of the World Championships. And for the 11th straight year, there will be no Latin American representation in the main stage of Worlds, and it all came down to a teleport flank. Mere pixels away from winning this series, from clinching the berth in the Swiss stage, and it is all for naught. Pain Gaming finished the job. They will knock out their regional opponents, their regional rivals. And they will make it an 11-2 game split. Pain Gaming did drop their first ever game to a Latin American team, but they are 7-1 against the region all time. 5 of those in one tournament, and 2 of them in the other. And oh my goodness, Rainbow Seven, take a bow. That was a showing from both of these teams, and it has to be heartbreaking to just barely miss out on the one thing you've been looking for 11 years. Just has to hurt. And I cannot believe it ended this way. I was not expecting it to end in this crazy back and forth game, but it did. And Pain Gaming. Oh my goodness. It feels like it's happened so many times before. They're just so omnipresent for the Brazil, for CBLOL. But for the first time in 9 years, I believe it is for Pain Gaming. It's been 9 years since Pain Gaming have made the main stage of Worlds. It has been 8 years since INTZ last did it for the region, all the way back in 2016. And Pain Gaming, finally, a decade of struggling to return to the top 16. The struggle to return to the top 16, and now finally, look at these damage numbers, by the way. These are absurd. The gold lead was so small, but look at these damage numbers. 40,000 from these mid laners. Holy. And it does suck. Again, I was rooting for R7 to make it out. I was really hoping they would after I saw how they performed against the Thieves, but it is not meant to be, and the last vestige of the LLA has been sunk. And there will not be an LLA representative, at least, to ever make the main stage of the World Championships. There can still be a Latin American representative in the future, but the LLA will not have one. CBLOL will, though. And it's a 2-1 for Pain Gaming that did feel very, very messy, and I'm concerned for them at the main stage. But for now, you just celebrate, you take your wins, and you got 3 days to figure out who you're facing and how you're going to finish the job. But up next, Pain advance, and it is time for the final series of the play-in stage. PSG Talon off of a 2 after the maximum games. They've played all 6 games so far. 2-1 against the aforementioned Pain Gaming, and a 2-1 loss, actually, to the Mad Lions. They will see if they go all 9 or if they can finish it early as they take on 100 Thieves in a rematch. I guess not really of the century, but they look to avenge CFO, who did not take out the Thieves in the Swiss stage or in the play-in stage. I don't remember how it went last year. They faced off in 2022, and it will be the first time the Thieves play against an APAC team in 2 years. We'll see how they do as we close out the play-in stage next. And we are back. Final series of the play-ins. PSG, 100 Thieves. And 2 different narratives coming into this. One on the other side is because last year actually resulted in the reverse sweep. Not only have PSG Talon not made the Swiss stage, no APAC team, no PCS team, I should say, because APAC is different and also includes Japan, which has happened, which also hasn't happened, but none of the teams in the current APAC, I guess, technically, have made the Swiss stage, as all 3 of them missed last year. DFM missed. And then CFO and PSG missed last year. So, yeah. All 3 teams failed to make it to the Swiss stage. And now with the Hawks getting eliminated and the combined APAC, PSG are the last vestige to send this current and final iteration of the PCS to the Swiss stage. And on the other side, North America has never failed to get their 3rd seed out of the play-in stage. In the 6th, this is the 6th or 7th, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and the 6 times before this, they've made it out each and every time. and it's been messy, but they've made it out every single time. And one of these teams will be making history. Either the Thieves will become the first to not advance, or PSG become the first PCS team to make the Swiss stage. I think I phrased that wrong, but you got my point. Either 100 Thieves either 100 Thieves keep North America perfect in the play-in stage, or PSG sends PCS's first representative to the Swiss stage. There we go. That's the one I meant. Because I was mixing it up in my head. PSG historically has done decently, has competed better against North America than many other regions they faced. Apparently, they're really, I don't know why they have a good track record against China, but China really struggles to take on PSG. It's weird. The Thieves, they're a bit shaky. I think that's what's going to happen. And they're just going to get Maple, his Orianna. He's played this plenty of times throughout his career. I don't know if we're going to see Sniper ever pull this out. It's the final series if they lose it, and that's 3 chances to play it at maximum. Will we see it happen? Something like Lions hovering Rek'Sai obviously wasn't going to happen, but Sniper's Riven is something I think is much more possible. But I don't know if it's going to happen. I just can't see it right now in the current meta. It will be the Renekton, though, for Sniper. The thing is, both of these teams have looked really shaky entering today as well. Like, PSG Talon have struggled in Game 1 in both of their sets so far. They got blown out by Pain Gaming, and they got destroyed by the Mad Lions in Game 1. And then they come back Game 2, play a great game. They came back in Game 3 against Pain, played a great game. Kept it a little close for my liking, but played really good, or well. And then against Mad, they played well. It just came down to a couple fights where they misplayed. And also, again, reminder, Alvaro, I don't know who trained him for this tournament, but he's doing phenomenally so far. Skarner and Gnar going to be the lock-ins here. Junja, Aja getting, this is pretty much just comfort for PSG. And for 100 Thieves as well. I don't think Quid's... Okay, no, Quid actually is pretty solid at... Never mind, what am I saying? I was going to say, I don't think of him as a Hui player, but he's not bad at Hui. I remember his North American excursions on the champion, so... Definitely these are some pretty comfortable champions for these guys. Obviously, Aja, Maple have played these champions throughout their entire careers. Junja has been playing this a lot. It's one of his most played throughout the summer split. Or was it spring? I can't remember anymore, man. The numbers are so... It's just like, this is Skarner. He disappeared for a while and he's back now. Sniper, he loves aggressive top laners, and Renekton's one of those prominent champions ever. River plays plenty of Sedge, and plays place themselves strongly in the upper echelon of the mid-meta. Rel taken away from Woody. That is also, again, just getting rid of these comfort picks. Lucian taken away from Tomo. I don't remember yesterday's game, so I'm pretty sure Tomo just beat the hell out of it. Well, I mean, they did. Tomo and company beat the hell out of the SoftBank Hawks. It wasn't even close, but that's not the point. What's the final one? Because they got to get rid of bot laners on both ends. And there's only 2 taken away, actually. That's less than usual. We've usually been seeing the Ziggs taken away, but the Ziggs has dropped significantly in Prio. It is going to be Woody losing his 2 most played supports, though. So it is a bit crunched for Woody. Like, he is a bit pressed for what he can do. On the other hand, the ADC pool is wide open. Like, Lucian and Asherban, Kalista, Kai'Sa, Misfortune, Xayah, Ziggs if you want to go that route, which I only can really see PSG going, because I actually know 100 Thieves can go it. I just don't think they want that much AP is really the issue. Varus, as we saw earlier with Seo, could work really well. Braum, Jhin. Oh my goodness, I forgot Jhin. How can I forget Jhin? Easy Love has pretty much only played that champion. He's won all of his games on it. But it really is very... Like, the ADC pool is wide open. Usually we're seeing this get pretty pressed. We're usually seeing ADC and jungle picks get taken away left and right. But it will be the Jhin locked in for Betty. I forgot to mention it. Maple, the man of the hour. If this is not a win for PSG, it will be the final game for one of the greatest players in PCS and LMS history. By far the most, one of the longest tenured players of all time. And that will be the Alistar Longton, but obviously one of the longest tenured, has been playing for 12 years now. Made his first Worlds appearance 11 years ago with the Gamania Bears, where they actually made knockouts by default because that was when they had buys for the knockout stage still. They got 3-0'd by SK Telecom, but you don't need to worry about that. Ooh, Renata. We haven't seen I don't think we've actually seen a lot of Renata. We've seen Renata get banned a couple times. I don't think we've seen Renata this tournament, though. But this is a really good drought. Oh, that's just the gun. Yeah, that's just her normal. Why does her gun look like that? I always think it's a single fire, and it has a rotating barrel. Why? Whatever. That's besides the point. Both of these team comps, honestly, I like them a lot. I think they're really good team comps. They do pretty similar things. They both want to team fight you, but one of them is more front to back than the other. And the Thieves are going to be about getting into that backline and harassing with range. I say harassing with range, and they have 2 melee champions, yes, but I mostly mean those 2 champions are going to be going forwards. Those 2 guys are going to be in there, in your backline, screwing up. We saw them with Summit. It didn't win, but we saw with Summit, like, how much of a threat Renekton can be if you just slice and dice in with Dominus and just lock down the ADC. Just Ruthless Predator on the ADC and just shred people with your Koldami. Like, this is really strong. Why are the LPL pretending to be our friends? Come on. We've never been friends with the LPL. Like, VCS and everything. FF15, there's no FF. I could really use a Zac right now. There's no Zac. 2 tubs greater than... That's crazy. But the last ride for the PCS begins now. The final ride for the PCS continues, I guess, really. But for the final ride for Maple continues on with the PCS. It's fitting that their greatest player would be retiring at the end of its final season. For the Thieves, it is about avoiding becoming one for the history books. For PSG, it is about making history, of course. As both going to take some resets. And holy cow, that is a really high rank. I do have to remember the drop-off in summer that 100 Thieves had. And that PSG pretty much did not lose. Like, that is why they are so highly rated. I'm not saying the gap, 16 teams between them. I don't think it's that far at all. It is that PSG Talon are in a region where they lost like 4 games all summer. They lost like 7 games all year. As the invade goes through, lane swap initiated. The Sniper is just going to get to experience the fun of lane swaps. This is like the last thing I imagine Sniper wants to play. He'll do it, but it's not fun for him. Because, fun. I don't think any top laner wants to do this. These teams being so far apart, it is because 100 Thieves, massive fall off from spring, where they were second in the regular season, did have a drop off in playoffs, and then they just dropped off a cliff again as Sniper. Going to get a nice engage onto Maple. Quid will follow up nicely on it. Will be a counter invade from River here. Former PSG player. Oh my goodness, I didn't even talk about that. Maple against his former jungler. River left, I believe, 2 years ago now for Golden Guardians and is now in 100 Thieves. Weird times we live in. Yeah, weird days we live in, but it's just a little narrative point. I don't really think it's going to mean a ton. As Aja teleporting to the bot lane here has the Mega Gnar and is going to get a 3-man stun right there. As there's the engage on to Woody, and he's going to get the Q, the W away. Can they get the first blood? It will be in favor of 100 Thieves, but the follow-up will go to Junja. 1-for-1. Aja has a wave to collect here. That's a lot of platings as well. This is, I think, yeah, the kill obviously makes it 100 Thieves sided. Sniper has the slice and dice if Betty does want to think about it, but also Betty doesn't really need to do anything. Will force him to move with the W there. The kill going over does mean that the gold swing is in effect. Aja needs to be very careful here. It's Ayla, and there is someone else there. They aren't showing us all the vision yet. Obviously, they're showing us what PSG know. There is somebody behind him. Aja doesn't know that, as there's Tomo showing finally. I think Ayla accidentally or intentionally picking up that minion did reveal the whole play, and this is going to be a gigantic CS swing, as Sniper doesn't have teleport, so this is going to be platings over to PSG. And that is kind of the thing that 100 Thieves have to worry about. They did answer the lane swap with their own teleport already. Or Sniper already uses teleport, so PSG will actually be able to match the platings gotten in bot lane. Sniper will be able to get back here, but ooh, they're not going to get the plating yet. Okay, so what is the angle here? They're just going to send Betty back to the top side and have Woody start peeling back. Will be the case. Sniper's just going to start hitting the wave. Betty has boots. Why do those boots look like they have really weird designs on them? I don't know. Is this me? Where's the gold diff there? 5 CS ahead. Okay. I guess that evens it out a little bit. But I remember it was dead even. I was very confused. I think that was just off of resets, though. Where is the angle for PSG to get back into this? Even though they're not really out of it yet. They are correct. Oh my god. They're talking about lane swaps, and I'm like, I don't mind. Oh, Maple drops cannon. I don't mind lane swaps when they're not every game. Like, this has been a every few games affair, and it's really situational. Like, when the team thinks they can get a really strong advantage from it. At MSI, it was the only option. If you weren't playing lane swaps, you were losing. We had more lane swap games than we had non-lane swap games by a significant factor, like doubled or triply so. Like every 5 games, you were lucky to get 1. As Ayla going to get engaged on here and flash forced. Shockwave down. As River going to get rooted there by the Jhin, actually. As Aja just solo Tomo? Huh? Oh, Tomo doesn't have flash anymore. That's right, he didn't have flash. Tomo had a burn flash, so that means he couldn't jump away from Aja jumping in. From Aja's engage. Oh. That, I legitimately did not expect that. I was on the same page of, oh, we're just seeing the grubs. Oh, good trade for PSG Talon to get back into this game after giving up an early first blood and getting the Vars a little ahead. Nice. They're going to get some turret siege. They're going to get some objective gold. And then, okay, what happens here? So Tomo has no flash. That is like the thing everyone needs to know about this. Tomo has burned his flash already from the dive. And just, yep, Nar play. I guess wasn't expecting it. That's about it. Really, it doesn't have anything. And even if he did see the angle, he would just have to back off. I think Tomo didn't want to give over all that XP and gold for nothing. Or give that up. And I think that was a little bit of greed and also a little bit of he's not going to do it. As River trying to go for this invade to keep things going. But Junja's here with Aja. And even if River throws ulti, Ayla doesn't have any damage, and Tomo's pushing in bot wave right now. Aja is pretty close to Mega, actually. So catching out Aja is not going to work as well. Tomo's going to get another plating here, though. Is it trying to get something? As there's Junja getting CC'd, but there's the Impale onto River. But Quid's here now, and this can turn the tables of this fight. Aja goes Mega. Oh, the rock doesn't go over the wall. And that will be 2 ultis and heal in exchange for Impale. And now this should actually be pretty good advantage. 400 Thieves in this bot lane. Again, it is purely off of the CS difference. Maple, I actually don't know how Maple's built this gigantic CS lead. But also, one, Aja's is pretty self-explanatory. Aja's playing into Tomo, a range champion that he can face. Betty was playing into Sniper. Sniper can't do anything to a Jhin. If Sniper walks up to Jhin, Sniper dies. So Sniper's going to be into Aja. The thing is, this Aja guy is a little strong right now, teleporting up to the top lane. So pretty much no, I think that was 1 minion of gold dropped by PSG in the top lane. 1 melee of gold. And now Renekton Gnar is still not good, but that's... I mean, PSG pretty much did this perfectly. They let Aja do whatever. I don't think they expected Aja to get a solo kill. That was more of just, oh, sick. Hell yeah, we'll take that. More than it was the plan. But now that he has it, he's finished his boots. He's faster than Sniper. Sniper can never jump onto Aja efficiently. And at least with Betty, he's just catching waves for the most part. Now with Aja, Aja's just going to be able to harass him this whole time. Maple's been dropping so many minions, and he's still ahead. But damn, man, get a cannon. It would be nice. Grubs are available. Aja is not Mega. Shockwave, I mean, everything's up. Everything except for Woody's unavailable ultimate is up. Woody's not even leveled ult. There it is. This should be pretty easily 3 grubs over. Unless Onto Thieves have something. They just don't really have a lot. They can maybe steal one. But River's about to get booted over the wall, if anything. Quid has a lot of things he could threaten here. As it's going to be everything grabbed by PSG Talon. If 100 Thieves want to call this fight, they can. But they see Aja's going Mega. They have the Impale. There's an Impale available. There's a flash engage for Woody. There is just not really an angle for them to fight this. And PSG are just reclaiming this lead. And now they have a lot of turret siege, which is great for Aja, because that's the one thing he wants to do. River almost got there. I don't think he could have safely gone forward. Again, the Impale into Aja is just... Impale into Gnar is just really dangerous. There's not really an angle for River to safely get that. River's just covering this. He's chaperoning. Like this is River chaperoning his bot lane. Did they get a plating? I can't tell. Oh, there's a shockwave onto Sniper. He just wants to make him base. Maple just wants to get as many turret plates as he can. He has he has it. Drake is just being taken at the same time. Does River win this? Sniper is just trying to get rid of this wave. As Smite goes through. Junja's going to give his life for this, though. As there's the Impale. The root connects, but it's onto River. Does Quid have the snipe? No, he does not. Junja's going to get the Drake. He's going to get out with a drift. He's going to be able to clear his birds. He is thriving off of this. The Thieves don't burn that much, if anything. They burn, what, Spiraling Despair? I mean, that is a pretty long cooldown, but not really that bad. And Aja's going to get 2 platings, and PSG are playing this really well already. I don't think Sniper could have let that drop. The minions would have killed it anyway, so might as well claim the gold. Pomo is pretty strong. Again, that first blood, super valuable still. Because him and Betty have pretty much just been going blow for blow, that extra 400 gold is the gold difference. That's how that works. So first items coming through for PSG, and it should be coming through for 100 Thieves as well, besides the Renekton, I would say. Aja should be pretty close to getting his first item soon. So it is very dangerous entering these next team fights. Rift Herald is on. 100 Thieves have the push in mid and top. Should have the push in top lane. It's Aja on Gnar. And Betty is going to have to spend a lot to clear this, as that's a lot of damage onto Quid. Holy cow. What the heck? That's a stat. I know Static Shift Jhin is good, but that is really, really good. But Aja shoved in. So this is pretty tough. Quid can't rotate, though, but Quid has teleport available. This could be huge. River going to get caught out. The Mega Gnar comes in, and there's the Chain of Corruption not connecting. It's a two-man Gnar, and River will be the first to fall, and they're targeting down Tomo. Tomo is down. The Molten Fissure. Is it going to be enough? It's a double for Maple now, and they're chasing down Quid, and Junja's going to drag him out of turret range. The Spiraling Despair is huge. A lot of damage, but it's a triple for Maple. And PSG Talon 4 for nothing in the top lane fight right there. And it's going to be a first turret already for Maple. Sniper is just trying. He does clear out the wave at least. And dodging the W means he gets to live. That is the pain of being a melee top lane. This is why everyone remember top. I mean, top Jhin was kind of interesting. Snox said it doesn't hit Ayla, but Maple's just here. Maple is just here faster than Quid can. Because Quid's teleport has to be in top lane. He's not going on a flank angle here when his whole team is positioned elsewhere. And PSG. Veteranosity. I mean, this is a very young team comparatively. The youngest team at the, I believe the youngest team at the World Championships, right? Not even 22 and a half years old is their average age. Compared to fellow North American team, Team Liquid, who have the oldest player at the tournament at like 34 years old. I love Core, so that's not really saying anything bad about him. I love Core. It's just like, to put it into perspective, the average age of teams at this tournament is like 24 something years old. 100 Thieves, their age is pretty much single-handedly being dragged up by River and Tomo, who are veterans. Like, big veterans. PSG, one of the older teams. Betty and Maple were teammates for years before this. Just like, I don't want to say it's just like veteran nonsense. I hate when sports do that. It's all this veteran nonsense. It's helpful, but it's not the only thing that matters. This is a 100 Thieves team that have a lot of swagger. They have a lot of confidence, like always. I was not expecting this to be their first game, especially on a comp that does not look that bad. As there's the stun coming through. They'll get the Glacial Prison. Woody's here as well. Gonna say, oh, Woody's just here. 100 Thieves should be able to grab this. Aja just delays the inevitable. Will be the Rift Herald going over to PSG? I don't think he's going to be able to hit Tomo with this. No matter how funny you drive your car, you're not hitting this. Oh, Tomo, no. Oh, Tomo. Oh, that's not good. And the teleport coming in from Aja. There's the Impale. There goes Tomo. And a good headbutt pulverize. Or pulverize headbutt. The other way around. Turret will fall to no one in the area for local gold. And unlike the Rainbow 7 game, that matters a lot because you need this gold lead as you're down 6,000 already. PSG running circles around the Thieves in game number 1. There's River. Good fear from Quid, but they're just going to open the curtains. The Gnar is huge. There goes River. There goes the tier 2 in mid, and PSG Talon are making it look easy against the 100 Thieves. 7,000 gold ahead right now. It is dangerous to be 100 Thieves. This is the PSG people wanted to see coming into Worlds. And this is more of that Game 2 and 3 PSG Talon than it is that Game 1 PSG Talon. Don't know what it was that just didn't let them play. They were so shaky at times. And maybe it was adjusting to the international meta. Woody is adjusting to almost dying there. And 100 Thieves already kind of having to dig for something that just is not there. Does Tomo have the Chain of Corruption? He almost does. The Spiraling Despair doesn't connect. The Chain of Corruption will. And there's River's ultimate on top of it. So close. Maple finds nobody, though. This is the opportunity that PSG did not want to give them. But Dominus is not doing anything. Betty takes out Sniper. And Maple's just standing here still. He doesn't even need the ultimate. He missed it earlier. Maple's on a rampage. QW is so damn strong. River is just running. He's stealing some camps. It's a double for Maple there somehow. And Quid. Maple teleported in. Did he teleport? That was a teleport in from Maple, and he's just on the flank. And PSG have found their swag. They got their swagger back. They're going to be 20 minutes in, 1 tier 2 on the Rift for 100 Thieves already. This is ugly. This is not what you want to see if you're an 100 Thieves fan, if you're an NA fan. If you're an 100 Thieves hater, though, you really want to see this. Like, if you really are tired of Sniper and Quid talking trash on your team, this is what you want to see. But they were kind of coming in shaky. They got something against, oh my goodness, brands my mic again, against the SoftBank Hawks. Like, that was the game I thought they were going to, those were the games I was looking to. Like, this is where they're going to get the confidence up, and this is where they're going to come into PSG and play their asses off. And they're trying. This is not how anyone wanted this to go, obviously. I mean, I wouldn't mind as a PSG fan, but from a neutral perspective, like, this is not what you thought would happen and not what you want to see happen, honestly. As, oh, Jun just stopped. It's really hard to drive when you're already visible against Quid, Ayla, River, and all of which have hard CC, and Sniper, who has hard CC as well, but his is melee, so his is a lot to use against Junja. But this is also, 100 Thieves just gave over everything PSG loved to play. Like, Betty's been playing Jhin all year. He's been playing Jhin all season. Or, well, all summer when it became really good. Like, he's been playing it. There's plenty of clips of him playing it back in the PCS. Even in playoffs. Aja's been known. Hell, the PCS has an awkward amount of good Gnars. It's a really weird thing. Like, former PSG top laner Hanabi. It's good at Gnar. Jonja has been playing Skarner ever since it was viable. Maple's been playing Orianna for years. They did get rid of Woody's comfort, but Woody's still, you know, good at his oh, that's the TL one. Flashing Team Liquid's emote at them. Do 100 Thieves use their own emote? Do 100 Thieves get the special version of their emote that was removed? Because that would be awesome. I love that emote. I want the OG TL or 100 Thieves emote back, right? Come on, give us back. And now Aja with, oof. Aja with Sterax. This Gnar has just become undeletable. Jhin already 2 items as well. This is just very dangerous. Quid going for double burn items. Don't think they were going to be able to go for a burst angle here. Let's be real. Does he smite it? He does smite it down. And Junja's going to win that one. Don't say, oh, he said it early. We're screwed. He said it early. We're screwed. What? That looked. Okay, where are we in the game right now? What's the angle looking like? Tomo's 2 items. Tomo can do something. We've seen Tomo be able to play. The issue is, what is their angle back into the game? Like, their Renekton's not going to be able to do a ton here. He's not useless. He has Dominus still, but it's going to be really hard for Renekton to play the game at 1.5 items compared to the 2 items on everyone else. I mean, Ayla's doing what Ayla can. If what? Okay, they know. They're pinging on it, calling for it. Maple's hiding. Woody's hiding. So much vision. They can't even see them. There's the shockwave onto Tomo. And Woody's not going to pick that one up. It's going to go to Maple. The curtains, they're hitting everyone. Asha with a 3-man Gnar into the 2-man Impale. Betty on a killing spree. River face the 4s of Betty. Double kill for PSG's bot laner. And Sniper's trying to just get anything. And Maple's just teleporting, saying, nuh-uh, you're not getting any of this against us. And PSG are curb stomping 100 Thieves. 11,000 gold lead, 24 minutes in. They're going for the Baron. They have just 1 death so far. This is disaster for 100 Thieves. This is, yeah, disastrous. I don't know what else to say because this should not be happening. People were thinking this series would be close because both of these teams have had some really shaky games, honestly, throughout the tournament. 100 Thieves didn't really have a clean game until games 1 and 2 of the SoftBank series. And that route did get messed up, but still fine because there's so much damage. Then good block there. Ayla wouldn't have died, but it wouldn't have been very pretty. And this Impale, I was talking about the Gnar and Impale, and the Impale into the Gnar, whichever one you prefer. It is just really deadly. Wade's getting chased down in his own base. This is just bad. And he found a really bad time to beat. Jeez. Found a really bad. Sniper going to be able to get that standing gold in the top lane. Sniper found the worst time to be pushing in mid, apparently, because both PSG teleporters were stuck in the 100 Thieves base and needed somewhere to run, as there's a pull over the wall with the Impale into the stun. Betty is gonna eventually pick that one up. That is just unfair. Betty is unstoppable. 5-0-7 on this Jhin. 75% or 50% crit, sorry. They did change it. As Sniper going to get driven. This is dangerous. Already, Inhib falling. A second one going to follow in the bot lane. Sir, there has been a second PSG Inhib taken. As Woody's getting the engage onto Sniper. Sniper force to use, or well, is just going to have his Sterak's pumped. I don't think Sterak's was ever inactive. As Ayla gets thrown. Tomo goes down. He's into the bailout and he's not going to survive it. Woody is just going to live. Aja not going to kill his teammate. As PSG, this is not what anyone saw coming in this series. And it is already 1-0 PSG Talon. Are you kidding me? This is domination. And they are 1 win away from knocking out the first ever NA3 seed from the play-ins. What the hell? PSG Talon 1 death in game number 1. I'm in awe. I'm the biggest, like, I love this team and I will support them no matter what. And like, I copiumed saying that they were going to beat the Mad Lions hard. We almost beat the Mad Lions, but I was coping. I was like, this is easy. Mad Lions who? And then, I mean, they've been looking kind of shaky, and then this is not the angle I was expecting. But PSG Talon roll in game number 1. Maple goes crazy, and that leads to Aja starts it off going crazy, and then Maple and Betty eventually start going off themselves, and now PSG Talon 1 win away from the Swiss stage as to be the first PCS team to make it that far would not be that, like, it wouldn't be crazy because been to the group stage before, but it would be the first Swiss stage, which is completely different, and they would be the last team to secure their spot for the Swiss stage. Will they close it out in game number 2, or will 100 Thieves come back with something we've never seen before, or have seen plenty of times, but will they come back with something that will give a case for them to keep going on in this tournament and give the NA faithful something to believe in? We'll see you for game number 2, potentially the last game of the play-in stage. And we're back. 1-0 lead for PSG Talon. They are looking to close out the play-in stage in this very game. 100 Thieves need to claw their way back in at this point because the hole they have dug themselves is rather deep, but things don't carry over from game to game. So they need to, besides mental and confidence carry over. And PSG, they've got to be feeling good. But the Thieves, they got to come in and they've got to find an answer because they can't afford to just keep not doing anything. That draft, I don't think that draft was bad. The worst part of the draft is they gave over everything PSG loves to play. But that draft was not a bad draft. I don't love Hui. I don't remember if Syndra was available. But besides that, like, 100 Thieves, Renekton and Sejuani, that's not a bad top jungle. Hui Sej is really good for cat. Like, you can follow that up. And then, what, Varus Renata? I don't think it's the most meta. There's a reason we're not seeing a ton of Renata Prio this tournament anymore. Or we're not seeing a ton of Renata Prio overall anymore. But it's not a bad team comp at all. And it just gets destroyed. It gets run through in game one. They're going to get rid of the Skarner. That is a great adjustment because Junja is very good at Skarner. He loves playing it. And I think that, again, is the issue. Giving over the Maple. Like, giving over the Skarner, the Jhin, the Gnar. No questions asked. Maple will probably be comfortable on anything you put him on. Like, even if you banned out Ori, he can go Ahri, he can go Syndra. He could have picked the Hui. He could have picked Tristana. And a Smolder. We've only seen a handful of Smolders. They haven't been super efficient this tournament, but it would be a nice change of pace from the other ADCs. But Maple would have been comfortable, and I think, yes, all these players obviously would be comfortable on many different picks, but it's like, giving over their most played is kind of absurd, if you ask me, as that's a Yone first pick, and that's going to be a instant response, and that's not a bad response. I think this is going to be Tomo's. Tomo Ziggs is way more likely than Quid Ziggs. Ziggs has not been working this tournament, really. Ziggs has not been working very well. But it's still good. I just don't think it's been executed perfectly so far. Will be Junja on Sejuani. Again, another champion he's very comfortable on. This is going to be, okay, this is going to be Maple on the Yone. He's phase 2. He wants to play some. It's going to be Aja on the Rumble. It's going to leave the bot lane completely open to, is completely subject to ban. So the Gnar also taken away. I didn't even notice that. That is an obvious one. That's a no-brainer, honestly. That should have been your first plan of act. Like, this ban phase should have been your game 1 ban phase. Really. Unless you were really worried about the Yone. If you were worried about the Yone, you could give him Aurora instead. But that's about it. Is this going to be an Aatrox mid? Or Renekton mid, Aatrox top? Okay. Sorry, I play with people who are fine with playing Aatrox anywhere. So, I'm used to seeing Aatrox in all types of weird positions that you normally would not play him in. But Sniper played Aatrox before today. I actually don't know. But it's going to be the Aatrox top. Okay. Actually, yeah, Jhin taken away from Betty, obviously. Brand going to be taken away from River. That's an interesting one. They don't really... I don't love Brand in general in this meta right now. He got nerfed. I mean, yes, 100 Thieves made it look really good yesterday, but they also faced a team that was drafting like it was patch, 6 of the season? So, there was a team that drafted Rek'Sai top. They weren't winning. Isa taken away from Betty. That is a... Do they want the Lucian here? That's the question. Do they think they can get away with the Lucian? Because that's already all the farmers. That's already all the lanes select. All the laners are picked for 100 Thieves. So they can't really afford to lock in a Lucian. Unless they think this is... Unless you really start cooking and say, Ayla, Aatrox support, Shiv taken away from River. Everyone's been spamming. If you've seen any of the players streaming Champs Queue, all they've been playing is Shyvana and Yone Players have been trying to get this Shyvana to work. They saw one guy got it, and they've all been trying to make it happen. It's going to be Ayla on this Rel. That is really nice with the Ziggs. Just really well. Works really well with the Ziggs because it just gives you a big target to hit. There's going to be the Ezreal. I haven't even thought about the Ezreal. Ezreal's not been bad this tournament either. But just players that just with a Renekton, with the comp that a hundred of these are drafted, being hard to lock down is the most valuable thing that you could have right now. And they have Aja, and they have Yone, and they have Ezreal now, and those are two very hard champs to lock down. They have Sejuani, a champ that's just really hard to burst down when passive is on. And ooh, Woody on the Rakan, a very Woody styled pick here. Like one of his more played, but it's gonna just be back to the Alistar. This guy was a menace on it last game. They will lose early pressure because of that choice. Just because Alistar doesn't have level 1. Have you ever seen an Alistar level 1? It's depressing. I do love the silly hovers. Shaco hover is awesome, always. They had several people. Yeah, but it's going to be the Lilia. I've been waiting to see this all tournament. I've been waiting all tournament to see the Lilia because I've been saying it is the premier AP jungler, and no one's played AP jungles all tournament. No one's tried AP jungles yet throughout the play-in stage. We saw Lee Sin, we've seen Jarvan, several Jarvans. We've seen every tank jungler you could think of. We've seen Ivern. Actually, we haven't seen Ivern yet, have we? Good. Actually, I do not. I kind of hate Ivern in pro play. It's very boring to watch. Not because it's clear. No, it's just very boring to fight Ivern. It's like Overwatch. You're just hitting shields. That is awful. But finally, we get a Lilia. I've been waiting to see this Lilia lock in. From anybody. I'll take it from anyone. I'll take it from River. I have his freaking jersey. I've shown it off before, but like, why not have one of my favorite players lock in a champion I've been dying to see on the international stage? And let's do this thing. Game number 2 would be the last game of the day of the play-ins and for a while. PSG would truly become the number 1 ops of NA. Not because the NA not because North America hates them, but because they just seem to hate North America. Like, they don't let them win, ever. Miserable. It would be very, very funny to see it happen. But we gotta play the games. Will PSG knock out NA again? They knocked out FlyQuest earlier this year at MSI. And if to do it again would be to knock out the play-ins team for North America both times would mean something. They are using it's not the same. Like, and Riot took away something awesome. That emote, it's not the same. Not the same as the way funnier. Again, this is another good comp from 100 Thieves. I just need to see them actually play the game because they really didn't do anything last game. They went 1 for 1 on the early dive, and that was it. They got first blood and never got another kill, and they allowed PSG to farm up a storm and run the rift. So I'd like to see them not do that because that was depressing. Graspione. Everyone's been playing Graspione. I think it surprised Impact when he saw it, or it was Core who was like, why is this on my team? During scrims yesterday was, why the hell is this on my team? Ezreal's going to be able to play. Woody is not. Just because of the fact Woody is Alistar as level 1. Betty has Q, so. And, oh man, it's been a while since we have the Aatrox domination. Because Sniper is kind of was coming up in the system during that time, during the 2021-22 years of Aatrox making everyone hate playing League of Legends. As Quid should be able to land this pretty easily. And that is why he's taking Conqueror. ETA would not be bad because you could proc it with an enhanced. Is it enhanced? Is that what they use it for Aatrox? Or for Renekton? Whatever it is, the empowered. There we go. Empowered W insta procs it, yes, but also that's not bad. Healing is pretty good. This is yeah, okay. I was gonna say this is the World Championships before game 1, obviously. Because that'd be interesting to calculate that now. Like, pretty solid. Again, that pre-14 aggression is showing in these numbers. Kills and assists, leading in average kills and assists at 14 minutes through his 5 games at the tournament. But the push, okay, the push is going to go in favor of Quid for quite a while. Yone just needs attack speed more than anything to be able to function. Aja is getting pushed to the surprise of absolutely no one. And Tomo's getting pushed. That's his job. Crash down only for the shield there. And this should be going over. Not going to be able to invade, steal anything away. There's nothing to steal. He's just going to take his base here. Ayla will be spotted out in a second. Now they know. They knew before because of where the ball came from. Now they definitely know. They're going to spot him on Raptors. And now Ayla getting engaged on here. That flash is not the way you want to go. And Betty flashes forwards. It's first blood for PSG Talon's ADC. Oh. And Maple getting locked down there. This is an old top lane counter pick, just brought to mid lane. I can't say, well, I can say old. Yone's 4 years old. I remember him being released and everyone trying to play him, and he was terrible. And oh my goodness, Betty, yes. Ayla though, oh, that one hurts. That one hurts. The backwards flash. If he flash forwards, he survives. But he moved the mouse at the wrong time, or he recentered the camera at the wrong time, and we've seen it a couple times this tournament. Just ooh, good buffer there by Maple though. Okay. Great flash engage from Woody. It actually uses the wall, but Ayla's flash is just... He definitely was trying to, yeah. He was trying to throw something behind him, but when you're pushing the buttons, it happens, and you see that fate? Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's the face you pull when you... That's it. A lot of these phases are related. Like when you're trying to throw a spell behind you and then flash forwards and you just don't flick the mouse fast enough, or you accidentally put the flash in too early. That's exactly how it feels, and it sucks. That sucks to feel. As Quid going to get a little locked down by Junja, but Maple's not really in a position to capitalize. Maple's going to get hit in the face by a bowling ball. Quid is chilling here. As Junja gets this, it could be big, but not gonna happen. For now level 5, Quid gonna be able to heal up a lot, and that gives him Fury as well. Asha's here, has ulti available. Has the equalizer available. This could be deadly as River is getting locked down. And there's the Glacial Prison into the equalizer. River forced to flash away, but there's the flash follow from Aja. And it's going to be a 1. It's going to be 2 for Aja. And this top laner is a problem. His, what, 6th kill of the series? 7th kill of the series already? Sniper's here and he has the ulti. He has World Ender. Yone's not here. He's going to get 1. He's going to run. Okay. As that looked really weird. Teleports back from these mid laners. Only 1 grub taken though. As Aja took his base and teleported back. Tomo's up here, but they're not getting anything. Oh my goodness. 2,000 gold ahead. They will get these 2 grubs. There's pretty much no chance. PSG burned everything for that. As the Mega Inferno Bomb. You see, I keep always saying Super Mega. They have the same thing. Mega Inferno Bomb is used on the wave. Denies Betty some pressure on the platings. Haha, pressure plate. There you go. PSG. They are confident today. What the hell? Is Toma's reset going to get canceled there? Gonna farm up here. And this all starts with Woody. Again, this guy is just so damn good. Stun. Great QR from Junja. Great flash follow from River, or onto River as well. And PSG Talon. This is a well-played set so far from them. Only 8 minutes into the game, or into game 2, though, so we'll see if that holds or if that's just a now thing. As Asha is going to get pulled back there, but Sniper's just not able to do a ton. He's getting reduced healing as well. This will be first Drake over to PSG Talon. They exchange it for the majority of the grubs. Fine. Anti-heal is going to be really big. As Sniper is getting the ulti put on him. I think Acha's going to die here. Q3 is huge. Sniper has the autos and he's able to flash away to safety. Junj is here for the follow-up. There's the Glacial Prison. It will be a 1-for-1 in the end. Sniper with the solo kill. Again, most solo kills in the LCS. This guy had a lot of solo kills. Start his oh, whoops, that minute went away. This minute, oh, that's bad. They're going to drop a play, but he's dropping so much experience and gold here. There's no teleports anywhere. They have 3 of them, but none of them are available. They always use them for laning. Maple, gonna ulti out. He's gonna drag everyone with him, and he's able to flash away to safety. The Unbreakable Will burned out. And Thieves playing this one much better. Pulling things back here. Still a 1,500 gold lead. Key issue. That's a lot of. Sniper is you got the solo bolo. That's all you need. That's the confidence, all the confidence in the world. As first items coming through, we have the Leandries already finished for this Lilia. The deer is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, that missed. Working on the Leandries. Would have had it had he not gone for the Oblivion Orb, but really needs it into this Aatrox, so not gonna happen. Maple close to the Bork here. Aja. They don't even need Woody. Falling for it. Most of PSG are already here as well, so that's part of the problem. Going to be able to get out. True Shot Barrage not going to find a ton. They only need one more here to deny PSG, as Woody is going to get the engage on a River. River not going to survive it. Woody going to pick up that kill there. Huge crash down. Magnet Storm. Fate Sealed finds one member, but it's on to Sniper. It's going to be a 1-for-1 in the second half of this fight, but Betty has a double. It's 3-for-1 overall, and PSG Talon continue to use their gold advantage to smack around 100 Thieves. They continue to use their incredible coordination. They keep finding angles. You wouldn't think they would, but they just do. You just keep finding these things. It's going to be Void Mites on the Rift. Actually, they got a second. Or no. Sorry. Yeah, they have 4. That's a lie. I thought it was a 1. I thought it was a 2. Started. But Maple only finds 1. That's all that matters. Maple only needed to find Sniper to keep him from going forwards. And then Betty is just here to do cleanup detail. And things are going... It's just turned sour. Things looked really good. That crash down magnet storm, the Ziggs Rel combo right there looked so good. But it just turned so... It just went so poorly quickly. It's not how you envision that fight going with the start it had as well. But it also did start with your jungler getting 1 shot. Oh, sorry. It did start with your jungler getting 100 to 0'd. Bro did not get to play the game. Woody into Junja into Aja. That is not good. Betty gonna start this Drake. Or River gonna start this Drake. Why did I say Betty? It looked like Betty to me. I have dyslexia. Drake eventually going to be started, right? Betty did start getting pushed, or well, did reset the wave in mid, so it's anyone's game here. They have ultimates. Aja's not here. Aja's teleport, so does Sniper, but Sniper can cancel the teleport. Aja can only hope to kill Sniper before he gets there, or soften him up a lot. As you can see, Maple is just kind of zoned. As there's the jump in onto Tomo. And flash follow. Junja finds Tomo. And River is just getting locked down. The fate sealed. Quid's teleporting to top lane. They want to get... Said, I'm just gonna go get this top turret. Good for me. They made sure River knew that he is not welcome back. It is not all G, to put it nicely. As Woody onto Tomo. Tomo's just taking so much damage. Woody's not taking any damage. Eventually, he's going to fall, right? He's going to survive. Are you kidding me? He's going to live. As Aja gets jumped on. River Q3 or Sniper Q3. This could be the part where they flip this, right? And there's another one. Double kill for Sniper right now. As judges continue to just walk away, he's healing so much, even through Aja's early anti-heal. And this is the guy they got to build around right now. This Sniper guy is doing so much for the Thieves. 3-1-1. He is keeping this game close to even. He's going even with Aja, and Aja's having a great game so far. This was taken 2 minutes ago, so do with that what you will, because the current gold lead is 64 for Sniper. But even then, 3,000 gold ahead still for the entirety of PSG Talon. And even then, it's just mostly even in the top lane. Just everything could not be going worse for everyone that isn't named Sniper, because River just cannot play the game. PSG have made it their mission to make their former teammate unable to play today. Because Aja could just clear this wave out instantly. I think he will. No, he won't. Quid's walking away. So he's going to just burn this wave down manually. As pretty uncontested Rift Herald right there for PSG. And this continues to just not work out for 100 Thieves. 3K still. His Sniper doesn't know. Now he does. Wait, that missed. Sniper doesn't know. That missed. But this is going to be Maple getting this turret in top lane right now. It will be their final tier 1 to take off of the Rift. The Rift Herald going down. No charge there. Sniper going to get Blast Cone to his own team there. And onto Woody, not going to happen. Woody going to be able to get away from the pullback. Be honest, before it goes off. I think it's it's 2.5 seconds, I believe, before disaster strikes. I believe. Don't quote me on that. Gold lead expanded to 3,500. Tier 2 standing on barely anything. It is trying its damnedest. They're going to just look for a dive here onto Aja potentially, but it's not going to happen. Aja's suspicious of things. Everyone disappears, and suddenly Quid's pushing hyper aggressively. Something's fishy. As Woody, okay, yeah, now they know. Aja doesn't throw the ulti down. Bowling ball not going to connect with Aja. They will get this turret back at least. It's just keeping it at 3. Maple stealing away some camps. And there it is. Muramana completed. Recomplete. I don't know. How do you want to phrase it? Muramana upgrade. There you go. Am I going to just teleport to this? Be kind of a waste. No, he's going to walk it. They're sending Quid up there. So, still 3,000. We've only been hovering around. It's been the farming phase. Baron is available. Both of these teams have a lot of damage. Either of these fights... Ooh. This fight goes disastrously wrong for either of them. That's Baron. You are giving Baron if you lose this Drake fight. By a lot. You give 2 or 3 members, that could be a potential Baron depending on who goes down. As there goes the Blast Cone from the 100 Thieves jungle. The Mega Blast Cone. I don't know actually what the official name is called, but they're the Mega Blast Cones. As Maple trying to just chase down Quid here. Some damage onto him. No fate sealed, though, for the time being. As teleport in from Sniper and Quid. As huge Blast Cone to safety. Maple's just pushing. And there goes the engage on a Sniper. Sniper has no world ender. They know that's gone. And that's going to be the kill to follow as Quid needs to base. No teleport. This teleport was a waste as it's going to be PSG. Oh, Aja's not letting him leave. He's dashing over the wall, but I don't think there's going to be an angle where he gets out of this. No teleport available. Betty's coming to claim a soul. Q connects. E. Auto. Turret falls. Tomo getting locked down. Flashing forwards. Maple is trying to get the execute. Not going to get it. And PSG Talon are just doing whatever they want. 100 Thieves. They're eventually going to get the Drake. The world's slowest Drake siege. It's Soul Point now. 5,000 gold lead. 4-0-3 on this Ezreal. Wait, 4-3-3. 4-3-4 on this Rumble. Ignore the deaths. They were good, I promise. They are just trying to force their engages, and they cannot get them. That Blast Cone saves Junja. That would have been a great play. They would have caught him out. But it didn't happen. The big Blast Cones have been huge today. 2 of them. 1 of them to just annoy them. And yeah, that's a bad win, probably. Usually that's what we see when we see, like, LCK2 versus any team. Like, most of the lower tier T. Like, Pool 3. This is what happens when you see, like, a Pool 1 versus Pool 3 team. or Pool 4 team. Not LCS versus PCS. This is disastrous. Again, just so bad. Everything's going wrong. This isn't a bad comp. They just have not been able to execute as they want to. And I guess that's, I mean, obviously that is a positive for PSG. PSG Talon, obviously not even taking any of the nonsense of the Thieves. They almost get this tier 2 down entirely. Betty gets denied. Ayla not able to do anything. Sniper trying to go over the wall. Sniper has found Woody. Can this continue? Aja's here, and he's burning Ayla to the ground. They'll give over Maple in exchange for 2 other souls. And they get the early fight win, and then they lose it. That is better for 100 Thieves than it is for PSG, because the gold is swinging better. That was a shutdown onto Maple. They trade up, and that's something. They traded up indeed. But also, this is a 2-item Yone, a soon-to-be 3-item Ezreal, and will be... Actually, no, because Aja's just not going to buy the Morellos for a long time. He's going for the Zanyas next. But this is a matter of time. You have a ticking time. You have the ticking time bomb in your hands now. Just, what is there? They gotta get rid of Betty. You can get rid of Maple all you want. Maple's just here to be a nuisance at this point. River has not gone to use ulti. They were asking on cast if he got to use it. He has not. No. Has not gotten to cast it. He has been burst down. And that's a 3-item Ezreal. Spear of Shojin means he's getting all these spells back up even faster than usual. There's a potential for this. It's just not likely. Nine-man sleep. They're not going to go for this yet. No, okay. They were just clearing out the vision. Sometimes I get worried when teams go to clear out the vision that they're just going to start it, because some teams are really that confident. But no chance. As Maple and Quid, it's not really going to happen. They're not really interested in fighting each other. Betty is a problem. And I don't think 100 Thieves have an answer for it. They have no hard CC, as Woody is getting the lockdown getting the lockdown onto River. That's a lot of damage. That was 1E through the Celestial opposition, which gives you resistances. As again, the lockdown, River, can he finally get an ulti? He will, but it's only on to 2 members. Aja goes golden. He's not even going to get pulled there. Ayla, crash down goes, but Betty finds him. The true shot barrage hits 2. Maybe this is the opportunity they were looking for. Quid is trying to shred him. Betty is looking to get Sniper. Flashes out to safety. The Q2 doesn't connect it. Betty will survive with a triple kill to boot. As Maple flashing over the wall there to follow, and he's going to get the flash out of Tomo. Does he get this? No. He's not playing like an idiot. Is River... That is great. So Betty is losing to the dragon. They were a bit too aggressive. Tomo goes on a killing spree, and now PSG getting a little bit overconfident. River is here, but River is not getting it. Teleport out from Tomo is not going to matter. PSG Talon claim the Drake Soul, and this Ezreal is big. This team is playing so well. And it looks good. Finally. Woody kind of griefs his team, but Tomo's locked down. River actually survives this time, which has been uncommon. But Aja goes golden, so Sniper doesn't actually have the reset on the timer, that would have been disaster because he would have still had World Ender in this play, but he doesn't. So now Betty is actually able to survive. Great arcane shift out the infernal chains. And a triple for Betty by inches. Barely getting out of there alive. And now it is the death march for 100 Thieves, it seems. Still only not even 6,000 gold behind. But the damage that is being output is way too much right now for Thieves to even contemplate like surviving it. And it's Baron already. They're just starting it unceremoniously, just starting the Baron. As Aja's rotated over. And Woody is just not even going to need to stop Woody or River from entering as they've locked down Ayla instead. And Betty, 9 kills. No deaths. And it is 7,000 gold ahead now. This one has got to hurt for the Thieves. And they are just playing it so damn clean. This was a counter pick into the Yone. This was supposed to win them this lane, and it didn't matter by the end of it. Pain. Because what are you supposed to do here? What the hell is Sniper at? His farm is atrocious. It's at 200. 200 CS. 6 2/3 CS per minute. That is awful. It needs more context, obviously. The number on its own doesn't mean anything because they're so far behind. It needs context, but still, just... This lane was not lost, and it's just not happening. And now the tier 2, all of them are gone. This tier 3 is sure to follow. Nope. Survives on 1 health. The minions cannot proc the mites. As there's the lockdown onto River, and it's gonna go through this time. 2-man crash down. Maybe they finally found Betty, and they have. Betty goes down, but is it enough? The rest of PSG are still here. Quid, Sniper, trying to keep things going. Junja's gonna be able to survive. It doesn't even matter. Maple has taken out Ayla under his own turret. And Junja's gonna grab that one. The tier 3 falls. It is over. Call it. 100 Thieves. Welcome to the history books. The first 3 seed to not make the main stage for North America. And PSG, welcome to the Swiss stage. The first PCS team to do so. This one wasn't as clean as game number 1, but it wasn't even that hard. 2024 Maple, the last dance goes on for 3 more games. PSG, they've been getting better as this tournament goes on, and they didn't even, they didn't even worry about this. The hugs to River, of course, Maple and Junja giving the hugs to Betty, or to River, their former teammate, of course, who they made the group stage of Worlds with multiple times. So, of course, there's all love there. And for Maple, this has to be an emotional win. For the last time, Maple will make the Swiss stage, will make the main stage of Worlds. Oh, that feels so nice. We're going to capture one last thing, and there's the celebration, of course, but we're going to capture 100 Thieves' final bout at the World Championship. Not the showing they would have liked for their first ever appearance. Or not for their first appearance, obviously. 100 Thieves have been here before, but for players like Sniper and... Oh, there's the draw after this, right? Yes. Okay, there's the draw. But for a team like the team as young as 100 Thieves, obviously not the showing you want to have in when it's most of your players' first world championship, especially after such a dominant start to the to not even the tournament, to your season, where you shocked everyone with this double or triple rookie squad, and you go to second place. You were leading the league for most of the regular season. Like, the drop off from here to play-ins of Worlds knockout is kind of stark and shocking. And it really sucks, but I mean, I kind of saw it coming. I've been saying that the Thieves are not ready for Worlds, and I was proven right. Even if I feel like I shouldn't have been, or it's a bit unfair, I was proven right. Thieves weren't ready for Worlds yet, but I mean, still an incredible first season. I say it's a shocking result, but you just finished like top 18 at the World Championships. And it's you have a substitute ADC who's been playing with you for 2 months. Like, he's been playing with you, like, what, half of your series, not even half of the series in the regular season, and then all your playoffs with 2 rookies. Like, to make Worlds and almost make it out of the play-in stage with all those things is incredible, and that's a great building block for 100 Thieves to go off of if they do indeed find a way to keep not only the squad around, but to keep things going as they enter the Americas League, with them being pretty much all but confirmed to continue on as a North American representative. So, PSG Talon, great showing to close out the play-in stage. They've been getting better each and every series, and it finally comes to a boiling point as they 2-0 100 Thieves in one of the fastest series of the play-ins, or of the tournament so far. And now they go to the Swiss stage alongside Pain Gaming, Mad Lions, and GAM as the 4 representatives for Pool 4. And that is not it just yet. That is it for the games, at least. But we will have the Swiss bracket draw, or the Swiss stage draw, in just a little bit, and I'll see you then for that. All right, back for the final part of the day, the Swiss stage draw. Here are the pools for the Swiss stage. Obviously, all your regional champions on the left. Pool 4 will be drawn against them. Those are the 4 play-in teams, and then Pool 2 are your 2 seeds. Pool 3 are your 3 seeds. Or in this case, Pool 2 is wait, actually, hold on. That looks jank. Oh, no. Pool 3 are the 3 and 4 seeds from the LPL and the LCK. And you see all this. This is just how Swiss this is just how Swiss brackets work. There's one thing that they did change. You cannot draw your region for your first matchup. There will be no rematches and no regional matchups to open the tournament. So FlyQuest, or well, no, it's only the G2 cannot draw the Mad Lions. See all those? Look at them. All 4 of them. If it's G2, the Mad Lions will go to the next available opponent. It is Hanwha Life Esports, the LCK champions, the first ever for them, at least technically. And this is just drawing the order. So they'll draw all the Pool 1 teams, and then the order will determine the rest. The next team is FlyQuest. This is where the Thieves would have been given some exemption, but FlyQuest do not have to worry about their 3 seed. Okay, so this is G2, right? Yeah, I can see it. They need to get better paper, but G2, the home crowd give a little bit of a cheer as G2 locked in for the 3rd match of Pool 1. And then this should be, obviously, the very obvious choice, Billy Gaming from the LPL. So this is what we got so far. First 4 matches, at least the first 4 in terms of drawn. We don't know what the actual order is. These are the Pool 4 teams. The only exception will be the Mad Lions. If the Mad Lions are pulled third, they will be moved to face the 4th team. So the first team drawn faces Hanwha Life, then FlyQuest, then Hanwha Life, FlyQuest, G2, and then Billy, but Mad Lions cannot be drawn third. And it will be PSG Talon versus Hanwha Life Esports. That's bad for me. That's going to be nuts, though. Second team. This is for the FlyQuest matchup. This is GAM Esports going to face FlyQuest. These matches are supposed to be hard, by the way. Because you're Pool 4, these matches are supposed to be difficult. Now, if this is Mad Lions, they will face... So Mad Lions, we already know the last two. It's Mad Lions. Well, it wasn't even needed, but it's Pain Gaming versus G2, and it will be Mad Lions versus Billy. That would have been the outcome no matter what, because that's just how the draw works. And is it? Someone's griefing. I was like, that's not how draw works. All right, Pool 2 teams, all the second seeds from the 4 major regions. So all the runners up. And I don't... Well, there are 2 exemptions here, of course. Well, there are no exemptions here. Gen G is Pool 2. That is unfair. A real team will face G. Yeah. Tough. Top Esports will be first. Drawn. Top Sports, as they were formerly known. Don't ask why. They were formerly Top Sports. It's weird. And Team Liquid. Ooh. DL expected to... They were supposed to be the champions, but they did not win it in the end. Once that one. And this is Fanatics. Okay. And of course, the LEC team getting the cheers. And the last team in Pool 2 is maybe the hardest opponent of them all. Gen G Esports. One of the toughest opponents you could draw is a freaking Pool 2 team. That is so unfair. That's so unreal that this team is freaking Pool 2. Okay. So there are regional matchups allowed here. But no 2 regional matches. This can only be 1. So the first team is LNG. Team Liquid get LNG because they drew Top Esports get tough. So this is for the match against... This is for Top Esports, because the first one was supposed to be for Top Esports, but because it was LNG, that is an invalid matchup. T1, the 4 seed from Korea, take on the 2 seed from China. That's going to be nuts. And then that's the reigning world champions, actually, too. So this one is for Team... Oh, this is for Fnatic. Fnatic will draw Weibo. But that can't happen. Weibo will take on Gen G. The 4 seed from China will play the 2 seed. And this means Fnatic get Damwon. Fnatic get DK. These are... That's crazy. And that is it for quite a while. We got 3 days off, and we'll be back on Thursday. So I have been Box Kimchi. This has been the Kimchi Cast for the play-in stage. Let's go PSG Talon. We will play against freaking Billy Game. Or, oh my god, how? Why, man? We will play as hard as we can against Honda Life Esports. But until then, that has been it. I will see you on Thursday for the start of the Swiss stage. Have a nice day.